Hello, everyone, and welcome to another monthly wrap up. This time it's for July 2025. We're going to have some fun today. And of course, we have, everyone's favorites here. We have what is that?
Oh, hey, how's everybody? Good stuff. Good. I was just talking to my buddy there.
Joey, why are you dressed up like Grimace again?
I can explain. It's kind of a ritual thing that me and Grimace. You know what? I'll just take this off.
Yeah, how about you just take that off?
Sorry about that. See, me and Grimace like to dress up like each other. He dresses up like me. I dress up as him, and we.
Joey, everything okay over there?
Yeah, everything's fine. What do you mean?
Okay, cool. You're eating popcorn out of a pan. Anyway, oh, Gil's here. Hello, Gil.
Hello. Having known Joey now a couple of years, I think that question, is everything okay, is what I would ask if he wasn't wearing a Grimace costume. If he wasn't eating popcorn out of that. To me right now, this says status quo, everything's good.
Thank you. A man can't run out of dishes? Come on now.
I've known Joey for years, and I know he should know better to not eat on camera, and I know someone who never eats on camera, and that is Chris. Come on.
Come on, guys.
What
Dinner time.
What is that? What even is that?
Tortilla.
Pita chips.
Okay, it's a tortilla.
Tortilla.
Okay. There you go. Hello, Crystal. How are you?
Oh, this is avocado and cottage cheese.
Fun.
It's really fucking good. Get your protein in, Tony. Aren't you supposed to be working out and losing weight? Let's fucking go.
Yes, and I have been.
Baby.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting to update the Fat Shame Tony Discord. I will get back to that. Yes, everyone, welcome to the live stream. Remember, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. At the $10 tier, you get to call in at the end of the show. You also get some cool merch delivered to you every month if you're a $10 patron for a number of months. Listen to our commentary tracks. If you don't want to pledge, you can just buy them individually or as albums. Isn't that great, guys?
Wow, that's wonderful. Absolutely fantastic.
That's what I thought. What else has been going on here? VHS Fest was this month. We had so much fun. Everyone said way better without Crystal, and I said I agree. Yeah, we had so much fun at VHS Fest. I'm really loving this banner here, where it makes it feel like you're in the store.
This photo
It's actually a
looks
really
like,
cool banner.
It looks like the camera was drunk. I guess it's like
I need to get a new phone. Sorry. Yeah, we had some wonderful fans who came out. Look at that handsome man in that beautiful shirt.
Wow.
I got to watch Sleepaway Camp 2 on
That's
Happy Campers
awesome.
on the last night. What else happened? Oh, and then a week later, I went to the Real Rumble at the same place with Tim, and I was live streaming from there. That was a great time. What else went on? Oh, guys, I finally did it. I won music bingo. A few weeks ago, I had a very bad Tuesday night. We're not going to talk about what happened.
What happened?
Except some of the people on this panel have seen a picture that was taken of me showing how miserable I was. So it was really bad. Whatever happened won't be named. I decided to go to my local dive, and I'm like, I'm going to play music bingo, and I'm going to fucking win. And guys, I won after like 2-3 years of playing. And I'm like, I finally did it. And I'm like, nothing could ruin this victory for me unless that bitch Lauren decides to win on the same night. No! Oh, shit.
Yes, indeed, that is a
Boo! 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 Fucking copycat! Yes, that ruined it.
I love her so much.
That ruined the night.
It ruined that smile. Come on.
It did. I was so full of life there. You know what else? You know what else ruined my smile, Joey? And I'm gonna have to find my smile at some point.
What did?
Hulk Hogan died. American hero, Hulk Hogan. He died, and I've been lost ever since. But guys, this is actually kind of poetic. Florida is going to recognize Hulk Hogan Day on August 1st, the first day of Boys Month. So that means
yeah,
the beginning of Boys Month will always be Hulk Hogan Day.
Can we talk about Ozzy? Like, when's Ozzy going to get a day? Okay.
Yeah, I
Can we
guess Ozzy
please
is
give
Chuck-
Ozzy a day? Because, come on.
Ozzy and Chuck Mangione also died. I just realized I have that Hogan 2024 Make Wrestling Great Again shirt that he's wearing. I wore that on election day. That was not the shirt I should have wore that day.
Jesus
No.
fucking Christ.
No, it wasn't.
So I'm sure we're getting a bunch of rest in peace Hulk Hogan. We love Hulk Hogan in the chat, and we're not getting reminded of anything bad he ever did. I haven't read the comments on any of my Hulk Hogan posts, but I'm sure they're overwhelmingly positive.
Johanna has a lot of nice things to say about Hulk.
Tony, you
Yeah,
came
I
to the
saw it.
right place if you wanted to get cheered up. You're going to find that smile sometime the next 2 hours. I think.
I will say, if you're a patron, you already know I did shoot an emergency Hulk Hogan episode.
Yes.
It was one of those. I'm like, hold up, I'm moving the whole schedule around. Emergency Hulk Hogan episode.
Emergency.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Hulkster.
He was Italian. I didn't know that.
Yeah. What? You've never heard an old Italian man have the same opinions that he did before? Was that a shock to you, Joey?
Yeah,
Anyway,
now that I think about it.
I got to see the first episode of Wednesday early. Cool, Tony.
Yeah.
I told my girlfriend that because I saw her tweet, and I know she's a fan of the show. And
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Isn't that cool?" She's like, "Nah." Like, you're not jealous of Tony at all? And I'm like, "It's better if you're a little jealous." And she's like, "Yeah, no, I wish I could have gone. That's so cool for Tony."
I'm just glad that Tony, you got to experience something because usually it's Crystal saying like, "Oh, I went to this.
Yeah.
premiere, I went to that premiere."
Yeah, how's it feel, Crystal?
I know what you did last summer.
We're about to learn
so-
in a little bit. That's not a brag. That's not a brag.
Yeah, I rarely say this,
I got
Crystal,
to
but
know
Tony
how
wins this
bad
one, I
it
think.
sucked before I spoilers that it sucked.
You went
So
out
I
on a
got to-
limb. You're like, I don't have a great feeling about
Hey.
this. I know what you did last summer, Lega sequel.
I got to go in
Spoilers.
excited, motherfuckers. You guys didn't get to do that.
I will
No.
say this.
No,
I
I
will say
didn't.
this. I was gonna do like a little video on it, and then I remembered it's Boys Month. I can't do a video on Wednesday Adams. That's
Oh,
stupid.
that's true. Yeah.
The first episode's a lot of fun. I really need to
Wait,
rewatch
so
the
if
first
it's
season.
Boys Month in August, that means I'm not part of the wrap up at the end of the month?
No, actually, the wrap up will be September 4th, I think. So
How
we'll work it
deflated
in
he
there.
sounded.
Yeah, so Wednesday is actually pretty good. I need to rewatch the first season because I forgot a few things. Steve Buscemi is fucking awesome in it. He's the new
Oh, cool.
principal
I
of
didn't
the
even
school.
know he was in it.
I didn't know either.
That's
So most
awesome.
of the episode is what you saw in that trailer, and then you get to see more. And the whole thing is like Wednesday is now a celebrity at the school, and she hates that she's popular, and that's fun. And the one big thing I like is that the family's actually gonna be involved because they're moving to right outside the school, and I'm like, oh right, it's the Addams family. I know the show's called Wednesday, but it kind of feels weird when the rest of the family's not there. So yeah, it's a solid episode 1 to season 2. It still feels a little too Harry Potter for me, but I enjoyed it and I had a great time. I got it through this marketing thing I'm with right now. Other people got it through Netflix, and apparently the email told them it was going to play the first 2 episodes. Spoiler, it did not, and a lot of people were upset. My thing didn't say that, so I was fine. But me and Prison Mike had a great time. Okay, we're at the movie part, but Joey C, what's the name of the game for these live streams?
Tony, the name of the game is Super Chats. If you want me or the crew to whisper sweet nothings to you, send a Super Chat, folks. We'll read it, we'll answer it, we'll do whatever within reason. This is the internet for the love of God.
Obviously, within reason, people.
Pico
That is
Jet
so
Black.
subjective.
Michael Jet Black is he even in there? Don't
He
say his-
better
I'm
be.
afraid it's like Beetlejuice. He's gonna
Yeah, I was gonna
show
say he's
up.
gonna show up.
Tony,
now.
he literally pays your rent. Come on. He leave him alone. You only have a channel because of him.
He's my only
Specifically.
supporter.
We should rename this Pico Jet Black presents the monthly wrap up.
I love that he admitted that it was
Actually,
like a
I love
typo. He admitted that it's a typo, and he just still hasn't fixed it.
That makes it even funnier.
You know,
Although
I
I
can
don't
relate
love
to
it.
that. I had a typo on my birth certificate. I was born with 2 L's. My parents had to legally get it changed. Now it's coming back to haunt me because I lost my social security card trying to get a new one, and there's a mismatch in the records. They're like, this isn't you.
Great.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, Gil, speaking of misspellings in you, I keep forgetting you're still on my phone as Gil Fron one take. At some point, I'll change that N to an M. At some point.
So you're not going to change it to my name. You're just going to, yeah. I have
Well,
Joey
I
in
love,
there.
wait,
Joey
I love
YouTube.
that I put Gil from one take. I don't know any other Gils.
Mine is literally Gil from One Take 2.
Gil, I don't have your number. I feel left out.
We can talk after the stream.
Tony's
Okay.
is just Tony.
But I can just give it to her now.
No, Tony's-
it's Hughes.
Mine's Tony from Hack the Movies. That's straight up what it says.
Could be.
Even though I knew Tony from before Hack the Movies.
Yes. All right, guys. I know what you did last summer. 2025, the Legacy sequel, the 4th movie, even though it's pretending to be the 3rd movie, and even though it kind of is pretending to be the 2nd movie, except for when it isn't. This is another Legacy sequel that, even after Scream 5 made fun of people for reusing the same title as the first movie, they're still doing the trend, even though it's already been mocked. They're just calling it I Know What You Did Last Summer. I guess after I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, they kind of ran out of ways to spice up that title. What would you guys have picked? Anyone have one?
I can't believe
no
I
idea.
still remember what you did last summer.
That was solid. That was
That's
solid.
good. I like that.
So
I
yes,
forgot what I did last summer.
that would be a good one. This also does not have anything to do with the TV show I Know What You Did Last Summer, which had nothing to do with the movie, which I think I got 3 episodes into, and I went, "No, I'm good." I
What's
love
that about?
the same idea. They kill someone and try to cover it up, but there's no like fisherman, which is fine because there's no fisherman in the original book anyway. But yeah, I got 3 episodes in and I tapped out. I love the original movie. Even though I eventually did read the book and it's nothing like the book. The book's not a slasher. It is someone trying to get revenge. He never actually kills the kids. And then they turned it into a fun slasher. And the author of the book, Lois Duncan, didn't like that it was like this fun slasher because her daughter was murdered. And she's like, I don't like that you turned my source material into this. And, she's no longer with us. So do you think we honored her memory? No, we just kept pumping out more of these slasher sequels.
Money.
So yeah, stop me if you heard this one before. A bunch of kids are responsible for an accident and they decide to leave and not help the person who fell off a cliff and died. And then a year later, someone comes around in a fisherman's slicker and starts killing them. Have you heard that one before, guys?
Nope.
Wow.
Super original.
Now, you guys should have said, yes, that sounds like I Know What You Did Last Summer. But don't worry, they changed it. The young kids meet up with 2 old people. And sometimes the movie's about old people because Jennifer Love Hewitt decided she wanted a bigger part. And they're like, oh, okay. I guess sometimes we'll shift gears to you and then it'll be really, really disjointed. Anyway, a bunch of killings happen. And there's no mention of the original Ben Willis. Okay. I hated this movie. This is one of the worst Legacy sequels I've ever seen. I can't stress this enough. And I've said this before as someone who loves I Know What You Did Last Summer, guys. It's not Scream. It's not Scream. It was never Scream. It will always live in the shadow of Scream. And this movie really thought the franchise was as well remembered as the Scream franchise. So they're dropping in like all these little references and stuff that people like me should appreciate. I saw the name of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s boat in his bar from the first movie. But I didn't appreciate it because I don't really care that much. And if I'm a fan who doesn't care, I assume people who aren't fans really don't care about the original. Most people just remember her going, "What are you waiting for?" with her cleavage out. No one really remembers the actual film. This was terrible. I hated it. The setup made no sense. The kids could have just called the cops and they would have been fine. I don't know where to begin here. Joey, what did you think?
First of all, I hate the fact that it's a legacy sequel with the same name. It's like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Which one? This is a fucking snooze fest. And dude, I think the thing that kills me the most is like Ava and all her friends are so fucking boring and like unremarkable. Yeah. And they're a bunch of rich assholes. I hate movies about rich people. Unless I'm one, of course.
I can't believe you can remember their names. Like, I literally can't remember their names. I'm actually going to look it up now.
Danica, I think, was the one that loses, like, the love of her life. And then she goes back to her ex. And then the ex gets killed. And then the other friend, and she's just, like, totally fucking unfazed.
Oh, I didn't know who the main character was, by the way. I thought it was, where is it? Hold on. I thought it was green dress girl, but instead it was like nice boobs, white dress girl, and that kind of threw me off.
It's just so confusing, right?
I knew the green dress girl was no.
They kind of make it seem like she's the main character, but not really.
I just assume it was all of them.
Yeah.
Was it scary at all, Joey?
No, it wasn't scary. Necessarily. I will say, like, I have the critical thinking skills of a 4-year-old. So, like, I did think the plot twist was, like, a bit unexpected. Like, I could see that they could go that route, but didn't think they actually would. It was just so fucking stupid when it all played out, I guess. And I was upset with myself. Yeah. So I bullied myself at the end of it because I was like, why the fuck didn't I know that was going to fucking happen? And then I just felt worse about myself in the end.
By the way, me and Joey C were kind of seeing it at the same time. I got to the theater earlier and I texted him midway through and I think it was like, I know what he did last summer fucking sucks. And I think you texted me, you're like, I'm in it right now. And Gil, what did you think of I Know What He Did Last Summer?
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. I thought to me, the funniest thing was, okay, we accidentally killed someone and we ran away. So what do? Wait a minute. I think I know someone who's been through this before. Like, what advice are you hoping that they can offer you? And the advice she offers is like, okay, here's what you got to do. They're trying to kill you. You should prevent them from killing you. Well, I don't even know who it is. That's where you start. Figure out who it is. And thereby then you can stop them from murdering you. And it's like, thank you.
It made no sense. By the way, so everyone knows about Julie James because in the first movie they cover it up. Remember the cops like, do you know why this guy would want to kill you? And they go, no. And the second time it was in the Bahamas, and I still think it was covered up. So did they eventually be like, oh yeah, so that guy, the serial killer, we actually did run him over and all this stuff. And it's just like, oh. And
that's what I assume. Like, what's the motivation behind it?
They have to explain why they can't just Google it. So they're like, it was all wiped off the internet. So we have to go and actually talk to them. Which, if you haven't seen the movie, you might say, like, why are you nitpicking? Like, it's obviously a stupid, silly sequel, but they don't present it that way. Like, I think in the last 10 minutes or so, once the stupid twist happens, they really stop taking themselves seriously. Yeah. But otherwise, there's like a little attempt at a clever one-liner here and there, but it's not like Scream, where it's like satirical or it's trying to be funny consistently.
Well, I Know What He Did Last Summer was never Scream, despite how hard I tried. Crystal, as someone who went to the big premiere, what did you think?
I hated it. I honestly, until we started talking about this just now, I could not remember what happened until I'm seeing the photos again. I'm like, oh yeah. Most of the people there, a lot of the people never saw the first one or the second or the third. A lot of them didn't even know there was a second or a third.
The third one, I knew that they were going to ignore the third one, where it turns out the fisherman became a zombie. So apparently, no, I'm not lying.
Is that true?
Yeah, no. The third one is kind of like this. It's framed as this movie where someone else is taking up the mantle of the fisherman because it became a legend, and they're going around killing someone using the fisherman legend, kind of like they do with Scream with Ghostface. But at the end, the twist is that the killer is the ghost of Ben Willis. And now he's a vengeful spirit that tries to kill anyone who tries to cover up a murder. And
What a specific vengeful spirit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to wait by the side of the road. One of these days, some dumb kids are going to hit somebody and think they can get away with it.
Yep.
And I'll be there to stop them.
Yeah, so he's a zombie. Did I not include it in the slides? Did I? Oh, okay. Did I not? No, I didn't. Shit. I had a slide about a zombie. Zombie Ben Willis, and it wasn't there. He's played by one of the Michael Myers. Anyway, Crystal, continue saying.
So yeah, a lot of the people had no idea that those existed. People thought it was just a remake of the first one. So then I started getting confused, and I was like, "Wait, is this?" Because it doesn't say "I Know What You Did Last Summer 4" or "Next Year" or something like that. Like nothing. So I was like, "Okay, interesting." Didn't straight up hate some of the kills. I think some of them were interesting. It was entertaining. It's like a hard way to say it, but it was. I think they could have easily went to the cops for what happened. The guy swerved. The guy swerved and fell off the cliff. Like it wasn't. They didn't kill him. They didn't run him over.
But he was high in the middle of the street, and that's why the guy swerved. It's like, well, the guy was also speeding.
He was
on a
speeding.
Yeah,
exactly. And
like,
also, if you find out later, the guy went to go get the girl. So why was he speeding if he knew where he was going? Why did he speed around?
No, he thought they were going to be he was speeding to where he thought they were going to go, not knowing that they were there specifically.
I thought that was the spot they always go to. Was that specific spot?
Maybe
that's what I thought too. I think that is the spot that they always go to.
Yeah, they always go to that spot.
Yeah,
so
then why
wasn't
he slowing down around there?
Was he trying to run her over? Like, and that's the thing. It's like if she's this close to this church and stuff like that, she should know what the truck was. She should, does no one call anyone? Like, especially this age, like you couldn't just call and be like, "Hey, you good?"
No,
just decided to be like, "Oh my God." Like, how did he know? Like, did she tell them that she was going off? Wait, was it the friend? I am so confused now.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's convoluted.
How did her boyfriend know that she was there?
I think the girl she was working with told him.
Yeah.
Again,
within those quick minutes, like all of a sudden he's like, "Oh no, let me rush and go get her."
So the first one is a little convoluted. If you remember, it was they hit a guy, but that one, the setup made more sense. They were drinking, they hit him, beers all over the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I kind of get that. But like the thing was that the guy they hit had just got done killing another guy who he blamed for his daughter's murder. Then they ran. I don't know why after he killed that guy, he decided to just go walking through hills. They hit him, and then he comes back a year later to kill them because conveniently the guy they ran over was a serial killer, so they don't have to feel too bad about it.
But talking about people that don't feel bad, really quick, I have to fucking just mention how the fucking girl broke up with her fiance and then got engaged to another guy. Like, I guess that was part of the joke.
I thought he broke up with her.
That's what
she broke, or whoever. What they broke up with each other, but then she has a new fiance and was getting married.
Yeah, within a year.
Well, I think the fact that this panel of intelligent individuals are this confused about the movie, it says more about the movie than it does about us.
Yeah. Here's what's really confused, guys. Well, again, they keep saying 1997. No one ever mentions this family because it was the guy in the first one, and then his son joins in on the second one, and no one ever goes like Scream went back to Billy Loomis's family, and it's like, oh, did Ben Willis have any other relatives? No. But that. Speaking of the son, the movie, midway through, I'm like, oh, so we're just pretending 2 didn't happen because it's constantly 1997, 30 years ago, 1997. This happened 1997. It's like that time in 1997. And I'm like, why aren't they mentioning the second time it happened?
Well, they do it, don't they, at the end?
Oh, okay, no. So in the middle, the guy goes, why don't we just go to the Bahamas? And Freddie Prinze Jr. goes, for reasons I don't want to get into, that's a bad idea. And I wanted to be like, how about you do get into those reasons?
Yeah.
What happened in the Bahamas?
Well, also, you're freely discussing what happened in 97. How is 98 worse?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the very, very end of the movie, which again has been ignoring part 2, Brandy shows up, who was Jennifer Love Hewitt's roommate in the second movie. And then she goes, oh, people are always trying to kill that lady. I'm like, it only ever happened twice. And the third time she just stumbled into it. They weren't even after her. And then she's like, oh, someone else wants to kill us now. And Brandy's like, who we fucking up this time? Like, Brandy, you didn't fuck up anyone in the second movie. No. You were one of the victims. And that only ever happened to you once in college. And it doesn't seem like you guys stayed in touch. Why are you ready to start fighting evil fishermen?
How did you even know where she lived? Like, she just showed up at her door one day, just like, hey, like, you don't call? You don't, hey, how you doing? Are you busy right now?
It was an excuse to have another cameo. And guys, can we talk about a cameo? Sarah Michelle Gellar as the de-aged dream
shit.
Oh my god.
Fuck that shit. That was so dumb.
I liked it. I liked that scene.
Gil, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, go,
because I figured you should.
Gil just went through a tunnel.
This movie should not be taking itself seriously. It should just cut loose and have fun because it's a totally ridiculous premise. Like 22
do it for the whole movie.
That's
do
what
it
I'm
for
saying.
the whole movie.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like at that moment, I looked through the curtain at a better version of this movie.
Yeah.
But I agree, in the context of this movie, it was really dumb. But it's a really dumb movie.
And I feel like they added it in. They must have. Well, Freddie Prinze Jr. is married to her. I guess they tried to figure out a way to work her in. They came up with this because, like, you see some Helen Shivers stuff. By the way, it is a legend. They mentioned bloodydisgusting.com. That was pretty cool to hear.
Yeah.
As someone who's early, I guess I mentioned in the Rob Zombie episode, like my early teen years were on Bloody Disgusting 4.
Saying slurs and shit.
Now they're showing up in movies. Shit, where was I going with that? Hold on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
I just
He's trailed off.
So can we talk about the girl, though, being the killer?
Wait,
killer? I thought we were...
Okay. So they got it's a big legend. Everyone knows Helen Shiver dies. For some reason, she's a celebrity because she was the Croaker Queen who died. And then they have one line where the girl goes, I was also Croaker Queen. So because of that justification, they were like, all right, she can now have a dream of meeting Sarah Michelle Gellar, even though she has no idea how she acted, what she talked like, or anything. And it's just
justify that.
It's the most bizarre. It was the dumbest way to get not since Han Solo and Rise of Skywalker have I seen a more pointless, confusing cameo ever. And I literally, that's the point where I went, oh, fuck off. What is this?
But it's not Happy Gilmore dumb cameos, which we'll get to.
No, we're skipping ahead.
We're treading lightly there.
But we're talking cameos, dumb cameos.
If you feel guilty about killing someone, why would a previous victim of a similar killer be the face of that guilt? Like, you think it'd be the person you killed who's like, how dare you?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
By the way, the reason he had a slicker in the first one is because he was a fisherman. Like a legit fisherman. Anyway, can we just spoil who the killers are?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Does anyone care? I don't think chat will care. Fuck this movie. Don't see it. The killers are recovering drug addict lady who, it turns out, the guy who died was speeding to find her. She didn't recognize the car because he had stolen a preacher's car to go find her because he thought that she was going to be on drugs again. And because her life got ruined, Freddie Prinze Jr. from the first two movies decides he's going to help her get revenge, and he's going to be the killer now. So this is them going, you know what? We'll do what Scream doesn't have the balls to do. Because they kept teasing, like, what if Gail became the killer? What if Sydney became the killer? And they joke about it in Scream 6. The killer's like, hey, Gail, why didn't you ever become a killer? The other two were well-liked, but you would be perfect. So I know what he did last summer was like, you know what? We're going to be the ones to finally try it. And now that we've seen the hero from the previous entries become the killer, I'm here to tell you, it's fucking stupid.
Yep.
It's stupid and nonsensical, and I didn't believe it at all.
Especially also, go ahead. Gil, go ahead. All right, I'm going.
Yeah, the relationship between them. It's like he's her boss.
Yeah.
And it's like they keep saying
but she's like a daughter because he grew up with her father or something.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like, why not just have her be his daughter? I guess if she's his daughter, it's too obvious, but it just, if you're trying to think of the sort of relationship that would lead to somebody messing up your life or inconveniencing you in some ways enough for me to go out and start committing murders after I was on the receiving end of that as a kid, I feel like it just doesn't land when it's like, it's her boss.
Yeah.
I mean, and Freddie Prinze Jr.'s reasonings of like, this town forgot about everything that happened, so I'm going to make sure they never forget about it again is fucking bullshit.
It's so
like,
stupid.
Why do you do it now? You wipe it off, you do it now? Were you literally waiting for someone to accidentally murder someone else to take revenge?
Remember, by the way, the first movie, he felt the most guilty. He went to the funeral of the guy and made up a fake name and met Anne Heche and stuff. And the second movie, when he knows the killer is alive and he survives, he escapes the hospital and drives a little boat all the way to the Bahamas. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but he goes really far out of his way to save her. And in this one, he's like, fuck you, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm a bad guy now. And by the way, so the twist, there was a moment where I was really struggling to see who was the bad guy. And then I kind of caught on. I'm like, that girl hasn't had any scenes with the killer yet.
And did you think urban legend? Did you think how the fuck did she do all those murders? Because no way she is stronger than those guys.
Look, if I got to do that, Crystal, I got to make fun of all the Scream movies, really.
But the Scream is good. This is not. Fuck this.
So yeah, I kind of called it was her. And then when Freddie Prinze Jr. came on the boat, I'm like, oh, he's in on it, especially when he shoots her. And I'm like, oh, he's in on it. So yeah, it ends up with him trying to kill the surviving girl and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and then they kill him. And then they say that the killer survived, but they don't show it. And then they show that her friend survived after being thrown off the boat.
That was so random that she just survived.
Okay. And I'm glad we're doing this right before Boys Month. Real man-hating this movie. Yeah. Jennifer Love Hewitt drinks a mug that says like patriarchy tears, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't do that forced bullshit.
But then at the end, you've been living in Florida for too long. You've been living too close to Hulk Hogan. Too long.
I hate men for specific reasons. Okay, I don't just hate men just to hate men. Like,
I was a little confused here because it ends with the girls going, you know, if men just went to therapy, this could have all been avoided. And I'm like,
the other bitch had the problems. She's the whole reason.
And I'm like, the one killer was a woman. And then I'm like, wait, do they mean him who started it all? I'm like, you guys haven't even said his name the whole movie. You just said that he was a killer. You don't bring up anything about him. I guess technically if he went to therapy after his daughter died instead of going around killing people and then getting mad he got hit by a car, yeah, maybe this could have been avoided, but I don't think that. I think they mean Freddie Prinze Jr. Like, that doesn't make sense because the other kid was a woman.
Wouldn't the woman still, like, not even woman, the girl, wouldn't she still go around trying to get revenge, even if Freddie Prinze Jr. didn't exist?
I assume that's what they're setting up for the next one because they said she survived.
But she probably, so it wouldn't even matter if the first one even existed. She would still be going around for revenge. She just wouldn't have a fucking fisherman outfit that she ends up taking off anyway.
Also, what a lame fucking end, because the first one ends with the jump scare, the second one ends with the jump scare, and it's like, this one ends with just them on the beach going like, oh yeah, and she's still alive. Movie's over. And I'm like,
that's at that point that they made the movie and they were like, this is a piece of crap. Like, how do we even, let's just wrap this thing up, shoot something stupid on the beach.
And now that she's the only survivor and she says that she hates the slicker, which by the way, she didn't have to wear the slicker at the end on the boat. He didn't wear he wore the slicker when he was out in public and didn't want to be seen. Once he had him on the boat, he didn't wear it. And she's just like, I'm wearing it, but now I'm going to take it off and say I hate wearing it. I'm like, all right, so you're not going to wear it in the sequels? Well, that'll hurt the branding.
That'd have been fucking heavy as hell for her because she was like, the thing is, she's tiny, like skinny, tiny.
Yeah.
And now, do we just have tons of slicker outfits with hooks around for them both to wear? Are they sharing it?
Yes, because that was like a thing in the first movie during the parade scene, and it's like, wow, everyone's wearing that same hat today. So that one, that was kind of believable. Yeah, nothing really good in it. This couple of girls are cute. Nothing really, really good in this at all. Look, Jennifer Love Hewitt was like my first crush. I watched I Know We Did Last Summer a lot. I think I have a magazine with her over there. She's not Sidney Prescott. As much as I love that original movie and I love Jennifer Love Hewitt and that character, they're not Sidney. and this movie really wanted them to be Sydney. And I'm like, no, Sydney can have lines like, what are we fucking up this time? Because she went through it like 5 times. Like, this is just twice in the 90s, and that was it. It's a disaster. It's a disaster, and you should all skip it. And if you saw it early and took a bunch of pictures, you should have warned everyone. Crystal. Anyway, on to our.
I didn't want to ruin this review. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give my thoughts until I told everyone it sucked during this.
Tony
That's
needs
all.
this.
By the way, we hated that so much. We went really long on that.
Yeah, that's the longest we've ever talked about a movie ever.
That's how, dude. I was not expecting to hate it that much. I walked out of that being like, "Fuck that movie." Anyway, next up,
I did tell you it sucked.
I guess so.
I think. Or I
Next
just
up,
want you to suffer.
Next up,
Talk about movies that suck.
God damn it! I'm trying to set it up. This was editing the whole Dark Knight episode, by the way. Her and Frank not shutting up when I'm trying to get to the next point.
It's my own personal.
To just start our own show and say "fuck you, Tony."
Oh wow, 2 people who don't know how to use microphones or stay in frame. That'll be a great show. That'll be Vito's Corn Boys. Anyway, next up, a movie I'm sure we all loved. We watched it after that terrible I Know We Did last summer to wash the bad taste out of our mouth. Heads of State, starring John Cena and Idris Elba and Priyanka Chopra Jonas. They did the thing where they changed their name. And it's like, okay. Anyway, this movie tells the story about the president of the United States and the prime minister of London, England, whatever it's called over there. They get attacked by terrorists and they have to work together to stop a conspiracy. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're saying, Tony, I don't think Jack Quaid was in enough movies this year. Please tell me he shows up. I have good news. Jack Quaid shows up and he actually saves a mediocre movie for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I go, wow, the movie was like heavily mediocre, not really good. John Cena and Idris Elba were phoning it in. That dialogue wasn't great, but they weren't even trying to make it work. But then Jack Quaid shows up, and I'm like, wow, this movie's getting really, really good. So of course they kill him, and then we're stuck with Priyanka Chopra. Who's
they didn't kill him.
Oh, I'm sure they revealed that in a post credit. As soon as the movie was done, I turned it off. I'm like, yeah, I guess he's alive. I turned it off.
I'm pretty sure it just happened at the end, not even a post credit. Did you just not watch the end?
No, it went to Head of State, and I went. I think
it was a post credits.
I think the post credits started, and I just turned it off. I'm like, yeah, he's alive. I don't care.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, so
he's alive.
The rest of the movie, they're teaming up with Priyanka Chopra Jonas, who's an ex-lover of Idris Elba, and they fight some bad guys and reveal a conspiracy. Look, I know a lot of people were shitting on this one, and I get it. It's not great, but I was watching. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like if they tried a little bit harder, acting-wise, maybe polish the script just a little bit, this would have been a fun, like, early 2000s buddy comedy movie. It gave me that kind of vibe. But it doesn't work all. I'll never watch it again, but I wasn't as miserable as I usually am watching these direct-to-streaming movies. Joey C., how did you feel about this one?
You know, I love John Cena as an actor, like in Nicky Stanicky and Peacemaker, whichever one it is. Peacemaker, yeah. And John Cena as the president cracks me up, specifically because I can't imagine such a young president, like not old as fuck. You can definitely tell that this is like a streaming movie because all the special effects are like super fake and everything's super digital. And one of my favorite things to do, like in the background when I'm just sitting on my phone, is like putting on dumb action movies like this. And this totally fits the bill. It was dumb as shit, but I had a lot of fun with it. It's a good movie to put on in the background if you just need like background noise.
That's not really how movies are supposed to be, Joey. That's more like a movie you've seen a bunch of times.
That's fair.
People put this live stream on to have on in the background. It's like we are at the same level as like $50 million plus Amazon streaming movies.
I'll take it.
I just want you to know, like back in the day, that meant it's a movie you've seen and you enjoy and you can put it on the background. But now Streaming companies,
No.
yes, let's make a movie that it's not intended to actually be watched. It's like, no, that's not what we meant by okay.
Well, it's
Well-
like, oh, I got to clean my living room. I'll put this
Yeah.
on and watch this while I'm cleaning. I do it
Everyone
all the
needs-
time.
Yeah, people need background music or noise.
Yeah.
Like people can't live with silence or just music anymore. You have to
I
have
would-
something on the TV. People can't
I-
fall asleep without something on the TV.
No, that's true. And this is definitely a movie that I would absolutely put on again. I hate to say it, I really fucking kind of liked it. It was a lot of fun. It was just stupid and dumb. And action comedies are just easy watches.
So I thought it was mediocre. You loved it. Gil, what did you think?
I went in very cynical. I felt like this is a studio exec at Amazon called downstairs and said, hey, people love buddy action comedies. They've watched all of them. Can you just fire up another one for us? And I think probably a lot of that's true. That is why this movie got made. But I do feel like layered on top of that, there are talented people involved in making this movie, like John Cena and Idris Elba. And it's the same director who did Nobody, I think. And I feel like that shows with some of the action. It's like some
I
of
will
this
say,
action is...
I never saw Nobody, but the action was pretty. The Jack Quaid sequence was great. I loved it. The
Yeah.
effects were a little cheesy here and there, but the whole idea of the scene was great.
And I was a little worried about the action right at the beginning because Priyanka's character dodges a bullet. She just goes like that.
Yeah.
Just dodges a bullet. But I was like, it's competently shot. The story is really dumb. The characters just like bumble from one situation to another. They're very inactive. It's like they run to one character who tells them some important information, tells them where to go next, and then they die. Run to the next character, rinse and repeat. I feel like the movie entirely coasts on just how much do you enjoy being in the presence of John Cena and Idris Elba, and like the kind of half-hearted chemistry between them. It's really mediocre. I think that's probably the best word for it. Would never have watched it if not for this. Would never watch it again. Won't recommend it to anybody. But I didn't. It was not like the worst hour and a half ever.
Yeah, we've definitely watched. What was the one last year, the Amazon Prime one? Space Cadet.
Right.
That one was way worse than this. Crystal, did you watch this one? Oh, you did because you mentioned the post-credit sequence. What did you think of this?
It's literally pretty much what everyone said. I like watching John Cena as an actor because he tends to play a lot of the fun characters. He knows what he plays. He knows what his character is. I think he played it pretty well. Super cheesy. Did the movie suck? Yeah, it sucked, but it was fun to watch. The action, at first I thought this was a serious movie by the first scene. And then the way they started playing after that, and I was like, oh, this is a fucking joke. Like, I couldn't fully pay attention to it. I was definitely on my phone, like, for half of it. But certain scenes, I put my head up and I would watch. It was something I could be on TikTok at the same time as watching that, and I didn't miss a single thing.
These movies are being made for Crystal. Crystal, stop ruining movies.
Do you not know the generation, like the younger generations, where they literally have to have two screens up at the same time to even watch anything? That's what this is for.
I'm aware.
Exactly. It was fun. It was okay. It was bad but fun.
Yeah. I will say one really funny gag that I liked is whenever a character would disappear from the movie and then say where they've been, and it's just a quick cut montage of all the things they did to get back in the story. I'm like, I actually really like that.
That
was really funny.
That's really Nobody style. You can definitely tell.
I gotta finally watch Nobody. I gotta finally watch
amazing.
it.
Yeah, same.
I know it's coming out. The sequel's coming out. But yeah, I mean, this one, you know what you're gonna get. It's not terrible.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the best thing we could say is it's not. Joey C thinks it's the film of the year, but the rest of us
never
think
said that.
yeah, he said it's an instant classic. He
Classic.
said instant classic. Tony.
The one thing that pissed me off, though, and Tony and Joey, you didn't even see this part, but Jack Quaid is a breath of fresh air that finally, he's not a loser. Like this character, you think he's a loser, and he's actually a badass.
Yeah.
And then in the post-credits, he's talking about how he got shot and all this stuff he did, and all these girls at the bar like, oh, what a loser, and they all walk out. And I'm like, but he's not a loser. That's like meta, because in other movies he's a loser. You're treating him that way. That was like the one thing this movie did that I thought was fresh. And then in the post-credits, they stomp it out.
Ugh. How
He
many
becomes an agent. FYI.
Okay. How many Jack Quaid movies have we done this year? We did Companion. Novocaine, this. I feel like there's another one.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Isn't there another one?
And I don't hear people complaining like they do. Pedro Pascal's in 4 movies right now.
Yeah.
No one's complaining about Jack Quaid fatigue.
I did for
tell you?
Novocaine. I didn't watch it because I didn't feel like watching. Because I think it's because I just watched the last season of The Boys because I think that came out.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
It
yeah,
was something.
came out
It was
around
like 3 things in a row, and I was like, I'm going to take a pause. I'm up.
Oh.
Just give me a break.
They just keep putting Pedro Pascal in like things like we really want to see that he's like not right for. That's I think the
Yeah.
problem. It's like, oh, why are you in this? You don't look anything like the guy. Anyway. So yeah, that is not Head of State starring Chris Rock, which I'm sure Joey C is about to say is a classic. Heads of State.
Grammatically incorrect. It should be Heads of States because it's 2 different states.
You know, they get AI to write their scripts, but they can't check the title. There were some moments where I'm like, this feels like AI. Someone sent me, by the way, I'm not going to name it in case it was legitimate. They sent me an email being like, hey, does this sound legitimate to you? It's like someone wanted them to be on their show. And they're like, we really love this about you. And they summarize what she does. And I'm like, that seems like an AI summary.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I'm like, I'm not saying this whole thing is AI, but that whoever's trying to reach you to be on the show is like, let me type their name in there.
Mass reach outs.
And they're like, we really love how you do this and this specific thing. I'm like, at least they said your name. For me, it's like, hello, influencer.
I've gotten at least
The
once
fact that they call you
before.
an influencer.
Yeah.
I really enjoy your channel. Insert channel name here. And I was
Wait, guys, returning to the show. Finally, we have Mike Moorhead. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, I made it. I'm here.
And his audio is just as what we'd expect.
The bearded
I'm in the
outlaw.
process of moving. I'm in the process of everything's a mess right now.
Okay, all right. Your reception's also bad. Which movies did you see? So I know when to bring you in.
Fantastic Four.
Okay.
And Happy Gilmore.
All right, I'll bring you back for Happy Gilmore. All right. It's just like,
not soil our Fantastic Four review with that audio quality. Nothing against you.
Okay, next up, Ziam. I looked up what's new on Netflix because I knew we were going to do one Netflix movie. I'm like, what else is on there right now? And I saw this thing called Ziam. It's a Thai film about zombies. And I'm like, okay, I mean, zombies are a little played out, but let me check it out. And I watched the trailer and I'm like, holy shit, it's what's that martial arts, like Muay Thai or something? I'm like, holy shit, he's doing martial arts on the zombies. Like it's like The Raid, but with zombies and bare knuckle stuff. And I'm like, that looks fucking awesome. So I put it on the list and I watched it today. And yeah, so it's about a delivery guy in the post-apocalypse. Something happened with the climate or whatnot. I think bacteria got released from the ice caps and it fucked everything up. And he's a delivery guy. He delivers fish to rich people. And it turns out these are zombie-causing fish because then it turns a whole hospital into zombies. And the love of his life works there. So he's like, oh shit, I got to use all my fighting skills to save that lady. And along the way, I'm going to help this little boy because why not throw a kid in this to up the stakes? Yeah. And he uses all his martial arts skills on all the zombies and the evil government guys. There's like a government guy in there with his wife that they're trying to get out, but only them. So they come into conflict. Guys, this movie fucking ruled.
Yeah.
I had a fucking awesome time with this. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, the story is very basic and like I get it. It's hitting all the zombie tropes, but just the idea of like, hey, it's The Raid, bare knuckle fighting, but with zombies. I'm like, okay, this is kind of fun. And I don't know if anyone noticed. The later you get in the movie, the zombies start to look more like the fish that caused the virus.
It was the water.
Yeah.
It was the water.
So something in the water infected the fish and they all started to look like that. So I thought that was cool. Joey C, what did you think of Ziam?
Again, it was another movie that you put on the list, and I typically don't look them up before I watch them. I just watch them.
Yep.
So when I went to click on it, I was like, a kung fu zombie movie? That's going to fucking kill it, dude.
Yeah.
It was cool as shit. A lot of fun action. Admittedly, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to the storyline of like them blowing up the hospital, like presumably to contain the bacteria, or the guy's dad dying or anything like that. I was just there for the action.
Yeah.
And am I wrong? And maybe I'm tripping. Maybe
Okay.
I was on too many magical brownies. But am I wrong in thinking that some of these lines were overdubbed and some of them weren't?
Oh yeah. The kids,
Oh, I
the
listened to
kids
the
fucking.
I listened to the English dub, guys. So
Yeah, I
Oh, that's
listened to
what I
that too. But
It was
But then they're all overdubbed, Joey.
it was like some of the lines were in English and then some of them weren't. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe I just had some brownies or whatever. But
I
it
had some
didn't
bad
seem.
fish before this.
Did you eat a zombie fish?
I will say the effects were in line of like a Tubi movie. So I was a little shocked that it was Netflix. But that being said, would absolutely watch this movie again. This movie fucking rocked, dude.
It was good.
I loved it.
Gil, you don't seem too taken away with this film.
You know what I think it is? I think it's the order in which you watch these movies, because I
Okay.
started with this one. Now, if I had watched like Heads of State and then Happy Gilmore 2, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then I was like, then I watched this one, maybe I would have seen it differently. But I mean, I would say that it's a perfectly okay generic zombie thriller. I think it tries to bring in some unique elements, but doesn't actually do a whole lot with them. Like the martial arts angle, there was one moment that I thought was cool. The first time he's fighting a zombie, and you see him trying to work out in his head how to. It's like punching this thing is not working like it would on a normal human. So he gets out like a phone cord and starts like tying it up as he goes. And then the kid yells at him. He's like, "You gotta hit him in the head." And I was like, they don't know that? Because the whole premise of this is that Thailand is the last bastion. Like the whole rest of the world is apocalypse, and they've managed to keep the zombies out. But you think by now they would have learned like the rules of zombies. But okay, putting all that story stuff aside, that's not why you're here. You're here for the action. And I feel like the action was mostly okay. I didn't think it was that great. It was a lot of that stuff where like every single punch is another cut. Like I would say that action in Heads of State, a lot of that was better than this action. And then
I'm going to disagree with you there.
Yeah,
I'm going to
same.
disagree with you there.
I think in execution, Heads of State, the action was more, you actually see it all. It's not cutting constantly. I think in terms of creativity, this one has a cooler idea. But to me, that's what this movie was, a lot of cool ideas. Like if you're going to do a zombie movie, try and do something a little different. So here they did. There aren't zombies here, but they are in the rest of the world. And the way they've survived is under the thumb of this billionaire who keeps everybody alive, but it's almost like the mob where it's like, I'm keeping you alive, but you have to be under my rule. But that barely plays into the movie until the way end, when it's like these rescuers are coming in and they're only coming for him.
Yeah.
And then even the fish thing where it rains and they all like mutate. And it's like, oh, that's cool. What's this going to do? It doesn't do anything other than their mouths look more
They
fish-like
got
now.
faster and they're more vicious. Are you kidding me?
Nah.
The whole thing. It got more petrifying.
I like when they're just like the guys like that. His ribs are all adjusting.
I just thought it was. I thought it was like fine, but it never rose above that.
Fine, but not fun.
Crystal, what did you think?
I loved it. But
Thank
I also
you.
love really shitty horror films.
Not
So-
shitty, it's a good movie, you asshole.
No, it was fun. It was so much fun. Like this is my kind of movie. Like lots of gore, lots of really cool effects. My boyfriend also said the same fucking thing where he's like, "Why did the kid say that? Like, how would he even know?" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, enjoy the movie." The kid was really annoying. I have a feeling the actor. Yeah, I feel like the actor probably played it better, but whoever dubbed it just made it super corny and like it felt very out of place. I will say that part I couldn't stand, but the rest of it was just so much fun. There was the freaking giant zombie that was about to kill the love of his life. That one when they were locked in a room, like they made some of the zombies look insane.
Yeah.
I don't think the world was in a zombie apocalypse. I thought it was just like an apocalypse because there was a disease that came out. I don't think they ever mentioned zombies. I think this was the first time anyone turned into a zombie. That's how I took it. Because I thought there was bacteria that came out of the ice and it was slowly like killing people and making people sick.
I would say I've got to
people were
rewatch
just
and find out, but I probably won't do that.
Well, that's the way I took it, and I think this is the first time they saw zombies and everything. So I just think it was I loved it. I loved it in the end, but the end. I was like the ending. I was like, I kind of wanted to hate the very ending with the guy. Spoiler: the guy survives at the very, very end. Like he comes out of a tube, and I was like, what the fuck? And like my boyfriend says, like that's dumb. Like how did he survive? And I was like, you know what? Because I like it.
I actually did like that because
it's very like corny, actiony horror film. Like it's very like.
I think when you're straddling that line of like being ridiculous, I feel like it's better to just lean further into that. So I actually like that. Yeah.
My only issue is that it's like a false, like it's a fake out, like with the death too soon after a different fake out. Because he blows up the car and you think he's dead, and then he does that and you think he's dead. I'm like, well, you can't do two back to back. I mean, do one like back to back.
They can't do two, but they can.
They did.
Joey, what you were saying with the effects, the effects early on when they're like out in the wasteland and stuff, those do look pretty bad. By the time they get to the hospital, it switches to mostly makeup, and I'm like, okay. So I was a little worried early on. I did love because remember, these are just like hospital people. So some of the zombies are like their limbs don't work, which is why they're in the hospital. There's the one who's like in the gurney, like jumping, and they can't get anywhere,
and they can't move.
And then there was the one who was wearing like, what was it, the mascot? It was like a bunny hat because they were entertaining the kids, but they were still a zombie with the bunny hat, with the bunny mask on. I'm like, that's hilarious. No, I had a really, really good time with it. I would watch it again. Actually, this would be a background movie. No, again, I put it in there because it was different. It was like horror related. I'm like, let's get out of our wheelhouse. Let's see what they're doing in Thailand over there. I'm like,
finally, you put a decent fucking film on the list that I could enjoy.
I'm still waiting.
But that is our mid-show break. Let's look at some super chats. Guys, get your super chats in, please. Here we go. Aussie Dragoon for $2. If Ozzy was from Florida, maybe he'd get a day. Yeah, you're mad that Florida didn't make it Ozzy Day. Hulk Hogan, well, he lived, I don't know if he's originally from Florida, but he lived in Florida.
I'm mad there isn't an Ozzy Day.
I'm sure there's an Ozzy Day. Maybe not in America, but anyway.
Is there, dear Google?
Kiryu Pilot for $3.79, or not for $3.79. Kiryu Pilot $3.79 for $4.99. Haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. Is it any good? Tony, don't do Flop Boys Month. Well, I don't know. We're doing Boys Month, not Flop Boys Month. I don't know what Flop Boys is.
Hold on. Sorry, I have to pause. Yeah. I stand corrected. I do stand corrected.
Okay.
I am happy I did ask the Google of how, if there is one that exists. Arizona.
Okay.
It's Ozzy Osbourne Day in Arizona, specifically on July 22nd. The Arizona Secretary of State, acting as governor, declared July 22nd as Ozzy Osbourne Day.
Fuck yeah.
In Arizona, okay. By the way, the first part of the super chat asking if Fantastic Four is any good. It's on the list. I have Galactus on the thumbnail. You know what's coming. You didn't have to pay for that. I'll let you know if it's good or not. It's going to be in the show.
And then we just spoil it, though. That's the thing. We spoil the movie, so.
And we will not flop Boys Month. I'll tell you that.
No, we're not. I don't know what Flop Boys Month. We're doing Boys Month.
Flop Boys Month? Jesus, what kind of?
The guy said. He said, "Don't do Flop Boys Month."
Show, Tony.
That's my show.
I remember you were like, fuck boys month. I'm like, Crystal, fuck boys are a totally different thing.
Yeah, we know you're not a fuck boy.
Dude abides. Member for 16 months. Who's more manly, Joey C or Pedro Pascal?
Oh, yeah.
Which is an insult to Pedro Pascal, really. I mean, hi, Joey. How are you? What's going on?
Come on, man. I've been working in the gym a lot.
Jeez.
That's a tough question. That's like I can't even think. It's like a contradiction. It's like, what's wetter?
It's a fair comparison.
AJ Canada Pictures for $4.99. Tony, can you get Francesca Ruscio to be on Hack the Movies? Who?
Yeah, who?
Yeah.
Google Do it, Tony.
Who is that?
Come on.
They sound Italian. I don't know all the Italians, guys.
Close, but not all.
Francesca Ruscio.
Miss Philadelphia in 2013.
Oh, okay. Miss Philadelphia.
She's pretty.
I don't know if she still lives in Philadelphia.
Really?
I mean, she's
Why specifically do you
She
want
was
her?
featured party goer, uncredited in one episode of Succession. This sounds like a big deal.
Well, okay, let me look at her Instagram.
You think you're going to slide into it?
Oh, you have to.
Good luck. Oh,
See.
I bet you I have friends in common.
Let's see. Can I message her? Is it going to be like you can't message this person?
Probably. Or it's going to go right into the
Hello. I am famous and
Can you have to screenshot this. Someone paid $5.
Also from Philadelphia.
You won't wait. Oh, you just started following
live chat told me you should be on the show.
Frank follows her.
You
Does
have
Frank know her?
I don't know. Casey also follows her. You have an open
She's following the
invite.
Eagles. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
God, I love basketball so much.
Hello, I'm famous and also from Philadelphia. The live chat for my live chat for my show told me you should be on the show. Live chat, sure, my show told me you should be on the show. You have an open
Perfect.
Fuck it. Okay, there we go. All right, well, I'll let you know, AJ Can. I'll let you know if she gets back to me. I'm sure she will. Let's see her newest picture is her on a golf course. Oh, maybe if
She's a
answers
golfer. She's a golf writer and film producer.
maybe if she answers the time, we can have her Happy Gilmore too. Okay.
What this show has come to.
Jesus Sanchez for $5. Are you streaming SummerSlam for Boys Month? I might. It's a 2-night event. I will try to do at least one of the nights.
I'll be
Joey
there.
C, are you watching, Joey C?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll be there.
Should we, Joey C?
Yes,
I always
we
like
should.
doing
Why
Sam.
can't I join?
Boys Month, get out. Anyway,
Am I not allowed to watch SummerSlam?
you can watch it at the
Do you
comfort
have
of your
to-
own home.
Do you have to skip the girls' matches then? The women matches? Do you skip those then?
Oh yeah, Joey. We're not gonna watch any of the women's match. We're gonna boo.
Deal.
We're gonna boo.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Fucking absolutely.
There you go. Say his name and he shall appear. Pico Jet Black for $10. Joey C, since you're a very buff guy, can you teach Big Round Tony how to eat right and work out? As me and Joey C have worked out together before.
Oh my god.
Workout as his appearance leaves a lot to be desire and really needs to lay off the pastrami. I don't remember the last time I had pastrami.
Yo,
Hashtag help Tony lose weight.
You know, Tony, when you ask people to fat shame you, do you cry yourself to sleep at night? Because if I got these comments, I fucking would. That's just...
No, Joey, there's so many worse things going on.
I think
Ozzy Dragoon
he comes here looking for it.
You don't see his DMs.
Yeah, the three of you guys get my dating updates more than anyone. You should know that. Anyway,
now the whole live stream is getting that.
Amazing.
You and Francesca, this is big.
So
Ozzy
once
Dragoon.
Tony's gone, it's gonna be us talking about Tony's dating life. FYI. Everyone stay tuned. It's gonna be great.
Ozzy Dragoon for $5. Tony, in 20 year, when the Hack the Movies Legacy sequel happens and you cameo, will you demand a bigger part in it? Yes, I will demand a bigger part.
If it's like every other Legacy sequel, you're going to be alone and miserable, unlike today. And you're going to be like, I used to hack movies back in the day.
I used to review
Is he
them
still
back.
gonna be single?
Yeah, probably.
Old and miserable. Alone.
Oh, that's sad.
Wow.
We got to make that not happen.
I mean, he's already old, miserable, and single.
But he'll
so...
get a great
come on.
redemption arc.
I'll be like, I had a wife once, and then I pulled an SD card out of a camera too fast and hit her in the head and killed her. Spoiler for an upcoming
better than
movie on our list.
coming up.
Wow.
She has not looked at the DM. How'd that go to primary? Right. Anyway. Okay. Pico Jet Black for $5. One of my fears is that one day Tony will take his shirt off online. Well, OnlyFans. To try to prove that he is buff. Please don't. There is enough suffering already.
Oh my god, dude.
Pico Jet Black for $2. panel. Why do people bully Tony and his big fat head?
He's like the guy that's like yelling in the crowd, like, "You suck! Yeah, this guy sucks!"
Yeah,
And everyone here, everyone's saying, "Oh, this guy sucks."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I don't think I've ever bullied Tony, to be honest with you.
you better not.
No.
And then Mike Moorhead, who
asshole.
DM'd me that his Wi-Fi is being terrible. He left a super chat earlier that said, "Why'd they make the Puerto Rican turn here?" What is he referring to?
I don't know. One of the fucking movies.
Was one of the killers in I Know What We Did Last Summer a Puerto Rican? Is Freddie Prinze Jr. Puerto Rican? Echo, is Freddie Prinze Jr. Puerto Rican?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Freddie Prinze Jr. is of Puerto Rican descent. His father was the famous Puerto Rican comedian and actor Freddie Prinze.
Wow. By the way, she doesn't know how to say descent. She said decent. Do you guys hear that?
He's
Yeah.
a decent Puerto Rican. That's what I heard.
I didn't know that.
I
You learn
didn't know
something
Freddie
new every day.
I didn't know Freddie Prinze Jr. was Puerto Rican.
I was like, he's
Why?
definitely not talking about Ziam or whatever the zombie movie is.
Hold on, not to get into wrestling too much, but that reminds me years ago when AEW was like, we celebrate our like Hispanic wrestlers, and Cody Rhodes was in the middle.
Yeah.
Like the whitest blonde guy, because he actually is Cuban, but no one knew. So like, why the fuck is he on the middle of the poster? All right, Aussie
Fine.
Dragoon for $2. Why did no one see Ryan Phillippe's de-aged ghost? Yeah, that would have been funny. He's just still yelling at Jennifer Love Hewitt. Handsome Devil's Audio, who's totally not Lucha Steve, for $2. I want 2 more Jack Quaid movies this year.
Depends.
I'll skip on that one.
I'm playing Hoy 4. What the fuck is?
What is Hoy?
I'm playing
know.
horror. I'm playing Hoy 4 right now, but this phone is right in front of me, as Crystal will never be background noise.
I'm
No.
too loud and
Hearts of
obnoxious to
Honor
be
4.
background.
Hearts
yell
of
too much.
Honor?
Yeah.
Then why is it an
Oh.
I?
Oh. Or Hearts of Iron. I'm sorry, I can't read.
Hearts of Iron.
Hearts of Iron.
Iron. Okay. Jesus Christ, we're getting more super chat. Let's just do a couple
Yay.
more. The Flail for $2. Jaws.
Yep.
You know, that's a good place
Yep.
to break because of the next movie on our list. But I also have to
Good
tell
one.
our surprise guest for the end of the episode that we just hit the midway point. Just hit the midway point.
Is there a surprise
Okay.
guess? Michael Moorhead?
Well, I mean, if he gets his
Is it
internet figured out. Is he here?
Francesca, what was her name?
It's not really a surprise.
Holy shit. Wait. We do have a surprise that I was not expecting. And he has a webcam. And I'm sorry. Hello, Manny Muskets. Manny!
Hello, Tony. What up, Joey?
Yo.
What take you? How you
Yo.
doing?
What's going on, Manny? I didn't expect to see you here.
Oh, yeah. I passed out earlier. I woke up. I saw you were live. I figured I'd join in.
Did you see any of the movies on the list?
0.
Manny, can we bring you in back? Can we bring you back at the end then?
No.
No, I'm gonna hang out.
Can you just watch them now? You could just be
Yeah.
in the corner, like catching up, and we can watch.
Yeah, let
So
me
you
pull out
just
my
want
phone.
to hang? So you just want to hang off to the side of the thing while we talk about a movie you haven't seen?
Yeah, I haven't seen half the movies we've reviewed together.
yeah,
Tony.
He is a comforting presence to have on.
Okay, we'll talk about it, and I guess when we're done talking, we'll ask you if you're interested in what we talked about.
Sounds like a plan.
So many surprise guests. Next up on the list is a documentary. Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story. Now, you guys know I love this movie. There's plenty of documentaries. I watch plenty of behind the scenes features on it, but I really wanted to watch this documentary, and it has nothing to do with Disney and National Geographic sending me a promotional box to promote the movie. Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with the fact that the glasses that they gave me, everyone keeps telling me they look really good on me, and I actually like getting compliments from them. Nothing to do with that, guys. I just really wanted to see this documentary. And I will say, as someone who knows a lot about the movie and has seen other behind the scenes stuff, this is a really well made documentary. And I like the restoration to the film that they did. I loved, my favorite thing in this was the insight we got from famous filmmakers and how it affected them. A lot of it for me was stuff that I already knew, but there was some cooler stuff like how they're restoring the original shark. And there were some new stories. And yeah, if you love Jaws, this is a good time. Joey, did you watch this one? What did you think?
Yeah, this one was absolutely great. This is probably only the second documentary I've seen on this movie, other than the one that came out on like the first run of the DVDs.
Yeah,
it's really incredible because like listening to Steven Spielberg talk about his like PTSD from the movie and how he could go lay on the boat and cry. That was fucking wild.
Well, it won an Oscar and everything, and he's on a boat crying about making the movie.
It's also, and this is, you probably knew this, but I didn't really know this. It's really crazy how close it was to being canceled. And like, I knew it was over budget and everything, but also another thing that really got me was it was crazy to see that they interviewed the guy who played the 12-year-old boy who died.
Yeah,
he looks fucking older than Steven Spielberg. It's crazy. Also, I had no idea that there was such beef between Robert Shaw and Richard Dreyfuss.
That I did know, but it was fun for them. It was fun that they were getting into that.
Yeah, that was really cool. And I just really loved that this was even released to begin with, because in like the early 2000s when DVDs like were really popular, behind the scenes documentaries on DVDs, they were just like, it was just included with every single one of them.
No.
So for one to come out in today's day and age, I don't know, maybe they do come out often. I just don't see them.
It depends on the
really
movie and the release. Yeah.
It's incredible. This was awesome.
It was funny. Someone messaged me. They're like, Tony, remember when you reviewed Duel on Cinemassacre? It turns out your theory that it's a sequel, like Jaws is a sequel to Duel, is correct. They just said in the documentary, and I had to be like, no, I only knew that because Steven Spielberg said that on the old DVD. Like,
yeah, that's
my
right.
theory. He said it. He's just repeating it. Gil, did you watch this one? What did you think?
I did. I liked it a lot. I don't actually know a lot of the behind the scenes on Jaws, other than like, the shark didn't work all the time. That's like the one fact I knew about it going in. So I loved it. I thought they did an awesome job with having a lot of different people talking, and you'll only get like one or two lines from each person, but the editing was so good that it felt like every additional statement was additive to what came before, except for the parts that they really wanted to emphasize an emotional point or something with like how impactful the movie was. You hear a lot of different people's perspectives on it. It's a good mix of people who were actually involved in the production, plus just other filmmakers like James Cameron and Guillermo del Toro who were impacted by the movie. And it really like is so motivating to listen to. It makes you want to go and do something difficult and creative. And it made me really want to go watch the movie again. It was just, it was great. Really well put together.
Yeah, I might actually throw it on tonight. Crystal, did you like this one?
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I ran out of time, and I really wanted to watch it because I find that kind of stuff really interesting.
Well, it's on.
Me neither.
It's on
I'm trying
Disney.
to get one of those boxes.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus and Hulu, and it aired on National Geographic.
You know what? I probably would have made it first on my priority list if they sent me a box, but...
By the way, I didn't think it was real because I didn't ask for anything. They just emailed me, and I wasn't responding to the emails. I kept missing it, and they're like, urgent. And I'm like, do you want this? And I went, sure. And I gave them the P.O. box because I didn't know it was real. And then I went to the P.O. box. I'm like, oh, this is legit. I'm like, oh, fuck, there's like a Bluetooth speaker. I'm like, I should have been nicer in that email.
Burning bridges.
Manny, first, have you ever seen Jaws?
No.
Okay, well...
I've heard it's a good movie, though.
Well,
have you seen the documentary on the making of Jaws?
I don't watch documentaries.
But if you were to see Jaws and liked it, would you seek out a documentary?
Yeah, sure. I like knowing how stuff is made. It's always good to that's what they say about sausage. The best part is knowing how it's made.
Yes, that's
right.
Everyone's favorite
fucking
part of a sausage is how it's made.
Speaking my language. Now I'm hungry.
Oh my
All
God.
right, well, that was it for that. I see our special guests are here, but we got one movie before we bring you in, special guest. Good. Okay. Next up, finally, after all these years, a late comedy sequel. Guys, Beetlejuice was less than a year ago, and I was just like, why am I hearing myself? Did you pull your headphones out?
That must be it.
I thought I was having a fucking
angry.
stroke.
I got that angry. I hate this. I hate this movie so fucking much.
I thought we were overdue for a late comedy sequel, and thank God the wonderful people at Netflix and Adam Sandler have blessed us with Happy Gilmore 2, finally. And everyone's back, like his love interest, Julie Bowen. She dies right away. And then Happy has to raise his family, and some of the kids are played by his real life kids. And also there's a girl who's also played by one of his real life kids, but it's not related to him in the movie, but it actually looks more like his kid than the other kid, and it gets very confusing. He now has to pay to support all these kids. And yes, one of them is professional wrestler MJF, who can't act, by the way. I love him as a wrestler, but this was bad and he should be ashamed. But to be fair, everyone should be ashamed of this. So yeah, his wife died. He lost all his money, but his daughter...
Wait, you gotta say how his wife died?
He hit her in the head with a golf ball.
It went into her mouth, right? Like she choked on it, I think.
I don't know if she choked. I thought she just...
I don't think she choked.
I thought her mouth was open, like she was screaming. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
She didn't go to her mouth. What the hell is in your head there? Choking on a ball? Jesus, calm down. It's a family show.
So he becomes an alcoholic, and they do the running gag where he's drinking out of everything. He's turned everything into a flask, even when it doesn't make sense. But yeah, sorry, skipped ahead here. He's got to raise money to send his daughter to ballet school,
which costs $70,000. Bullshit.
Yeah. So then he has to become a golfer again, but then compete with this new extreme golf league, and hijinks ensue. All your favorite people come back from the first one, even ones you didn't care about, like the caddy. Like, who gave a fuck about who wanted the caddy back? And I think you're saying, well, not everyone could come back because they're dead, like Chubbs. Don't worry. Anyone who died has a son, like Chubbs' son, who's completely pointless in the movie and isn't funny at all. And the jackass guy, he has a son, and it's Eminem in a really bad wig. Isn't this funny, guys? Why aren't you laughing?
Wait, Tony, I found a review where there's the quote in the review: the cameos began to border on gratuitous.
No, they were gratuitous. We got Margaret Qualley and Eric Andre here for no reason. It's just non-stop fucking terrible. And then, of course, we have to showcase the acting talents of Bad Bunny. We have to prepare for his Spider-Man spinoff that they're doing. Oh, wait, that got canceled. Guys, I haven't liked an Adam Sandler movie in a very long time, and I've heard his Netflix movies are garbage. So I went into this going, well, this is going to be garbage. Also, late comedy sequels are mostly garbage. And by the time it got to the cameo from podcasters, and I had to see the fucking Bad Friends podcast, I literally tweeted, fuck off, fuck this movie. I hate that redhead from Bad Friends. Like, Bobby Lee is annoying, like he's not funny anymore, but that guy is even worse.
I watch Bad Friends. I like it.
That's redhead supremacy.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, man. Manny, much like Hollywood, you were replacing Crystal. I hated everything about this movie. I really didn't like it. Only 2 people told me they like it, and that was Lauren Soda and Lauren Soda's cousin. Apparently the Soda families are all in on Happy Gilmore too. I didn't. I'll bring her back, but she's below Manny now.
Always last.
Joey C, I'm very negative. I know you love like really great classic comedies like Casper, Spirited Beginning. What did you think about Happy Gilmore 2?
I work for an unnamed professional golfers tour. So this movie is very near and dear to that organization. So I was excited to watch it on a Friday when it came out. And, the best way I could fucking describe it is it's like a 2-hour TikTok. The villain was fucking stupid. It was way too cartoony. They showed flashbacks every
Constantly.
5 minutes as if I haven't seen the fucking original a million times. And the other thing that pissed me off was like the whole mental institution with Shooter was so lame. Like I wish it was grounded more in reality. Like, and the death of the wife is so stupid.
That was so dumb.
And the whole drinking bit out of every object got old before the first one. John Daly fucking rocked. Love John Daly, one of my favorite professional golfers. He was probably the only fucking good thing in this movie. I did like the Eminem part, a big Eminem fan, and I read a lot of behind the scenes about how Eminem was super cool. He flew out for a day and filmed all his scenes, and they had a bunch of fun. That was cool. Other than that, it fucking sucked. It was horrible. It was a waste of time.
Gil, what did you think of Happy Gilmore 2?
Well, you have to watch it under the right circumstances, which is...
Oh my God, just stop there. What are you talking about?
I watched it with a bunch of my friends. We grew up on it in the 90s, the first one. And we were all sitting there laughing, and nobody wanted to be the one to chill the mood and be like, this is, this sucks, right? Like, we didn't want to say it out loud. So we were all like, ha, 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 ha. It's kind of like when you're in the front row at a comedy show and you feel like you have to play up, like, how funny you find everything. And then the next day, my brother texted me, and he's like, I didn't want to say it last night, but that was terrible, right? And I was like, yeah, it sucked. I know.
Aren't you afraid of offending Adam Sandler?
Well, because no, we weren't afraid of offending Adam Sandler, but we didn't know who in the room was or wasn't enjoying the movie. And so we didn't want to ruin it for them because it's a comedy. As soon as someone starts picking it apart, if you're having a good time, you ruin it. It's kind of like how I felt during the Ziam part of this live stream. So I didn't want to be that guy.
How you felt during the Gebhardt stream where you didn't understand what me and Manny were doing.
I still don't, and I was hoping you wouldn't bring it up again.
I sent you a video ahead of time. Anyway.
I mean, just to get into like a couple of specifics, like it is weird that this movie is 2 hours long.
Yeah,
like this is so clearly just a very rough draft where, like, I mean, there were a few jokes in the movie that made me laugh. There were a lot that didn't, and a lot that confused me. None of the references confused me because anytime they made one, they would helpfully include a flashback to be like, this is the part from the first movie, remember?
Yeah.
The podcast cameos, like they didn't piss me off for the specific podcast that it is. More just, I don't know why this is here, but I do know why it's there. It's the same reason why Matt Pat, for example, was in Five Nights at Freddy's. And then when you say, like, that movie kind of sucked, people are like, but Matt Pat was in it. And he said it's just a theory. It's just putting stuff in a movie that people recognize. Though at least that one makes more sense because it's connected to the actual source material. But yeah, no, it was not a good movie. There were some parts that made me laugh. Probably like 1 in 15 jokes, I think, landed for me.
Jesus Christ.
And there you go.
That's too many. Did you die, Crystal?
Oh, she gone.
I thought, one more thing before we hand it over. The thing where they cut the ligament and the animation of like,
oh my God.
And then it hits like a rubber band. That, like, at least the first couple times, like, that looks really funny. Like, that's ridiculous.
Story-wise, it started to get a little entertaining when Shooter was teaming up with Happy. And then Shooter disappears. I don't even remember how Shooter exits the movie. I just know he's gone at some point. Because I really started checking out toward the end.
Well, and it's funny because they kept, like, it was so unfocused. And the characters kept trying to straighten it out. Because it's like, okay, the stakes are that Happy Gilmore is trying to save regular golf. But then the characters will be, but also by doing that, you'll make enough money that you can send your daughter to ballet. Which she doesn't even really seem to care about all that much.
She's just like, yeah, I don't have to go. He's like, oh, you have to go. And it's like,
okay, I'll go.
The only funny cameo thing is when they're fighting in the cemetery and every single tombstone is someone who died from the first movie. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, and then the get me out of here.
Oh yeah, the nursing home lady, and she's credited as nursing home.
That's
lady.
What I think. If you did like a second and third draft and like tightened it up, like I don't hold the first movie in like a ton of reverence where I'm like, you can't ruin the integrity. I just wanted a funny 90 minutes with like some nostalgia sprinkled in.
Yeah.
but all they had was the nostalgia, and then it's a lot of really unfunny stuff.
Yeah. Did she die?
I think she's gone.
She's gone.
This
Manny.
killed her.
Manny,
I just want to know how much Hati is in this movie.
not much, just a little bit in the
Zilch.
beginning. Okay.
Well,
I think
Alright, I'm
she's back
back.
now.
Yeah.
Right when we're about to get to you, what did you think of Happy Gilmore 2?
Oh, perfect timing. It
Yeah.
sucked. I hated it. I'm sure everyone said exactly why I hated it, except Gil, who apparently wanted to pretend like it was okay. Like it was horrible. It was hard to keep up with all the people. I didn't know what was happening half the time because it was this new person. I didn't get most of the cameos. I think some of them were just freaking influencers and shit.
Mm.
It wasn't even like freaking. I almost prefer the Ghostbusters nostalgia aspect than this one because this was literally here is the nostalgia right in your face over and over. It wasn't even a callback. It was like literally here's the clip over and over.
Yeah.
There was no creativity. There was nothing special about it. It was here's clip from the old one. Here are some cameos to say we have all these cameos in it. And
I guess that's
a
one
really
way to
dumb plot.
promote the movie. You get a bunch of celebrities the week of saying that they're in the movie, but
That's exactly what happened.
I
It's
guess
a
it
way
did
to get
well.
a different fan base, like Alex Earl, who's a podcaster that girls really love and obsess over. Most likely, those girls wouldn't have watched it unless she was in it. They literally watched for her cameo. People are watching for these people's cameos, but they're not going to get it because probably most of them are probably never seen the first one.
Well, good thing the first one's also streaming on Netflix, and I'm pretty sure that's by design as well. Before we move on, Manny,
yeah,
you're a comedian. You like comedy. How do we sell this movie? Are you gonna go see this movie now, or are you gonna avoid it?
I just want to see what's the difference between regular golf and extreme golf.
Wacky. There's like a round table, like a turntable sort of thing. There's explosions. There's fire.
There's apparently no rules because you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Apparently, though.
Well,
like you could step on the round thing and make it move in a certain way. So I just don't understand why you just didn't hit the ball and have the other person stand on the other side and let it roll in. Like
it was stupid, but you have to admit though, it was funny when they toss each other the clubs, and he's like, "I caught my own club. Here's what we're gonna do."
Yeah,
you thought that was funny?
I did like that one too.
Yeah, so Gil's the biggest Happy Gilmore fan. Happy Gilmore 2.
That might be true, actually.
Is it because it says Gil, like Gil's in the name? Is that why you like it? Like, I'm confused. That's the only reason
That's
I
why
can
I like the Jaws documentary. Did you see on that box? Guilty pleasure.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's
Ben Stiller was wasted. Also,
Yeah,
what was
he
the
was
point? He
stupid.
didn't do anything in this movie.
Fucking stupid.
So that's it for Happy Gilmore 2.
Ew.
Manny, so we don't have 10,000 screens here. I'll bring you back in a little bit, okay? Okay. We have our special guest because our next film is Fantastic Four First Steps. And if you're new here, you're probably going to be like, hey, Tony, did you review the other Fantastic Fours? Yes, I reviewed all the Fantastic Fours with our special guest, very famous mint salad and innocent man, Riley, aka Young Clipper. Hello.
Hello.
Clobbering time.
Welcome,
Riley, who I just defended again for the millionth time. I went on All Apologies podcast talking about the Eric July drama, and I
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm not guilty yet.
You're not guilty. I'm sure you will be if you work hard enough.
Tony, as his lawyer, maybe you want to advise him on what to say, what not to say.
No, you can't really stop that, Gil.
And I would do it again, Your Honor. Twice.
No, he's gonna go where he's gonna go. You just have to angle it away from you so you don't get in trouble. Anyway, yes, the new Fantastic Four. I got to see this early. I get to see things early now. It's awesome. I saw this with Monica. We showed up 5 minutes. We showed up 5 minutes late because there was construction. Luckily, the first 5 minutes of the movie was online, so I'm like, oh, thank God, I didn't miss too much. But we walked in, we missed check-in. I didn't get my free poster, and we sat in the very front row. So we watched the whole movie at an angle. It was
Wait,
great.
you didn't have to watch a half-hour previews and ads?
No, it started because it's like an exclusive early screening. So it started at 7 and we got in at like 7:05. So yeah, we fucked up. So yeah, we got to see it at a weird, awkward angle. Why is my slideshow still there? Look how excited I am. I love taking
Your hand looks so weird.
I love taking neutral selfies. So then people just project what they think I think of the film onto it. But yeah, this is the latest Fantastic Four movie. It's in the MCU, but not their main continuity. I think it's the first time they're doing something like this. It tells the story of Galactus. Fantastic Four have to.
Doctor Strange had 838. This is 828. But the Doctor Strange Fantastic Four character, Reed Richards, was from 838. I don't know if it's the first time.
What I'm saying, this is the first movie that takes. This is the first movie that takes place like exclusively in another universe.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Doctor Strange,
we went to a different universe. Yeah.
They have to stop Galactus, and I really, really like this story. It's a famous Fantastic Four story, obviously, the coming of Galactus. And last time they did this, they turned him into a cloud. And if you watched our episodes, none of us were a fan of. Oh, I'm sorry. He was a fiery figure inside the cloud. I guess that's a technicality. He was a cloud. It sucked. Spoiler, guys. I actually really, really enjoyed this. As a big fan of the Fantastic Four, it looked how I wanted it to look, except for the things wearing a shirt. I got kind of thrown off on that. The feel was 100% right. It knew it was cheesy, but not in a way where it was making fun of the source material. It was having fun with the cheesiness, kind of like the early MCU before they got a little too cynical and had to keep pointing everything out. I thought it was mostly cast well. The story was really solid. I really, really enjoyed it. I think this is the Fantastic Four movie I've always wanted. There were just two issues. His stupid fucking mustache and the Silver Surfer being a woman for absolutely no reason. Why would they ruin the movie with this? Other than that, I had a great time. I love seeing Galactus on the big screen done right. Wish he was there with the real Silver Surfer. And again, I will kick off anyone who says there's a lady Silver Surfer in the comics. I will kick you off the street. They should have just did it the right way. Going down the list, we'll get to our special because everyone wants to know what Mint Riley had to say. We have to work up to that. Joey C, what did you think?
Yeah, this was probably like the third Pedro movie that I saw that week. And goddamn, at the very fucking least, he showed some sort of emotion in this movie, in some parts of it. The guy is so fucking dry. Of course, we talked about Galactus. In the review, I talked about how Galactus, like the most powerful fucking being ever, is a fucking cloud. It actually felt dangerous. So I'm very happy with that. And I think the storyline was cool with like the baby. That was fun. I never read the comics. So this was all brand new to me. The action was pretty fun. The one thing I will say though, is I did think it was like 20 minutes too long. From what I understand, I think it was under 2 hours. But it did feel about 20 minutes.
They cut John Malkovich out for you, and you're still complaining?
Still complaining. I did love the retro futuristic style of the set. That is fantastic. And their chemistry, I thought, was a breath of fresh air.
I will say Pedro Pascal did play the part well, but literally anyone could have played it just as well, but probably better. His name is Sean Krasinski. Gil, what did you think?
I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I think setting it in another universe was a really smart move.
It's refreshing, not having to know everything. Yeah,
exactly. Well, I've always contended that I don't think you actually need to know everything, but it's a fear that people have. They think they do, and it's intimidating. But this movie, with the marketing and with showing people this is not the standard universe, it makes it very clear you don't need to know everything. Yeah. But even beyond that, being in another universe means you get to do something that looks and feels a little bit different. Like Joey, you mentioned the retro future feel. I thought was so cool, just bringing a different vibe. And also getting a story where this world is not populated by a bunch of superheroes. You've got 4 superheroes. And being in another universe, I actually believed in the stakes. Because I was like, it's another universe. They could destroy the world. Maybe they will. So Galactus actually feels like a legitimate threat. And even having said that, I mean, how many times have we seen the world is at stake, the universe is at stake? But I think tying it to that personal decision of are we going to sacrifice our baby, number one, adds the complexity of you have the smartest person in the world who's usually very logically oriented, and logic would say, the math would say, of course you sacrifice the baby to save the entire world. So it adds that interesting wrinkle, and it takes that kind of nebulous world-ending stakes and makes it actually personal to these characters.
Yeah.
And like you guys already mentioned, the chemistry. I love these characters. So when something is personal to them, then it becomes personal to me. I get bought into it. It's the first time in a while I felt real stakes in a Marvel movie. And, you know, Marvel said, new strategy. We're going to start, instead of making bad stuff, we're going to try making good stuff. I thought Thunderbolts was good. I thought this was even better. So I'm optimistic. I'm very excited.
They haven't shaken off too much of the old strategy, because why is the Silver Surfer a woman? Crystal.
Boys Month is not for another 2.5 hours.
Thank you,
Crystal,
Gil.
what did you think?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love the new universe. I love that retro futuristic feel. I thought that was really freaking cool. I want to live there now. I love the characters. I think the character chemistry was great. I think the acting was good. It was a good feel movie. It was just a nice, good Marvel family. And I hate happy, friendly, family happy movies, but this one has more depth in it. Depth in it. Thank you. And I actually got, when I was watching the movies, there was a father and a must be like a 10-year-old boy, and they were the nerdiest people I have ever seen and heard in my life, where they're like, oh, that happened in comic in this one, and then that's happening in this comic, and blah blah blah. And they're like, oh wait, no, that's that. And I was like, this felt really cool though, because it was such a really cool bonding experience to see with a good movie with the father and the son. And then like we were waiting for the credits, because everyone knew that you guys both saw both credit.
Yes.
Right.
The second one was dumb, but yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. The first one, they were like, "Is it gonna happen? Is it Doctor Strange? Is it Doctor Strange?" Oh, like they were both freaking out. Or Doctor Doom. Sorry, my brain is Doctor Strange.
Was
sorry, no, Doctor Doom. Sorry. Oh, I thought Doctor Strange.
What a disappointment if Doctor Strange shows up. You're like, oh yeah, we already knew about him.
Yeah, right. No, they were like, "Oh my God, Doctor Doom." And so that was really cute, but everyone was waiting for that second after credit, and we're like, what's it going to be? Like, that's interesting. And then it was the dumbest thing in the world. Everyone's like, wait, we waited for this? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that was like the one disappointment where you're just like, fuck, why'd you ruin that whole experience for us to wait around all that time to wait for that? But overall, I thought it was really cool. I didn't have a problem with the female Silver Surfer. I did have a problem. What? Well, why did you have a problem with it, Tony?
It's just the story was it is the Silver Surfer. And I'm like, this is so great. Why is she a lady?
He's a boy. He's a boy, Crystal.
Yeah,
that's all
he's
he's got.
To be a man.
That's it.
Silver Surfer is what I kept saying in the theater. Okay.
You know what I would have liked? Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards and Silver Surfer. That would have made it even better.
There you go. But would it have had the same? Out of curiosity, would it have the same effect with the ending where she sacrificed herself? I mean, yes, a father can do that, but then there's like that motherly love of like to sacrifice herself, like for her child, for being a mother. I feel like there was a very big similarity between the mothers, because they have the daughter. I know the one's a son, but it's
but he was a boy, the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's the Silver Surfer, man, Norrin Red. Mint, what did you think of Fantastic Four First Steps?
Well, I enjoy it being the introductory of Franklin, and I'm excited to see him in sequels. I felt like this movie was mostly just to introduce Franklin. It's a good Fantastic Four. I like Galactus as he's not a cloud. However, I wish Galactus was bigger and he was just chomping on planets with his mouth.
Like, well, he doesn't really. He's never really done that. He's never eaten a planet with his mouth.
But I think he did that though. Like he took the planet as like a hoagie sandwich and he like chomped right into it. Like I wish that's what he did.
Maybe he could do that to a smaller planet. I don't know.
But overall, I enjoyed it. I liked the action. Pedro Pascal, it was whatever. I'm not a huge fan of his casting. I felt like the poster showed him with a just clean shaven side, like cheeks. Like he still had the mustache, but I felt like the entire movie he had that like 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, he doesn't shave anymore because he looked stupid in Wonder Woman. Apparently, it's part of his contracts now. That's not a joke.
Really?
Wow.
Like,
Whoa.
That's so stupid. Well, then you know what? He should do what Cesar Romero did and put flesh-colored paint over the mustache. That's when Cesar Romero played the Joker. He didn't want to shave the mustache, and they were like, "Good, we'll put the white paint over the mustache."
I think Silver Surfer would have looked great with that little mustache.
He wouldn't just grow a real beard for The Last of Us either. He still just looks exactly like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
So he won't go either way. He won't shave it or grow it anymore.
By the way, chat, if you want to have some fun, look up Pedro Pascal's father and why he no longer lives in America. Go down that rabbit hole. Go down that rabbit hole.
Oh God, I don't know this. I'm gonna look this
Go
up.
down that rabbit hole. Riley, what did you think of Fantastic Four First Steps?
You've all said all the nice things. I agree, generally speaking, with most of the things you've said.
Yeah.
My problem with it is that other than teasing us with the name Franklin Richards and a baby, right? All the story beats are the same as Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's almost a reboot of that movie.
Yeah.
Like if the relationship between
story arc, so
right. Well, and yes, and we all know that, and it's been done in the cartoon. It's been done in Rise of Silver Surfer. We've had the origin in 2.5 movies. It just left me wanting like a new thing. There's nothing new in it. I came away from it thinking like it's a competently made film that I wouldn't watch again because I've seen it 5 times my entire life. I've only seen this story. No one has even gotten. If you remember correctly, Tony, Eoin Gruffard has said that his movies were supposed to be a trilogy, and I feel like I'm just as blue-balled as I was after there wasn't a third Fantastic Four in the 2000s. With this one, it's like there's no.
Sorry. I was gonna say, does Deadpool and Wolverine count as a third one? Because they just say he died.
Right. I mean, no. I don't know. I'm just waiting for a new story. This didn't give me one. I was really excited at the Franklin name drop because I kind of thought it'd be like a last part of the movie pregnancy, not like the whole story. So they did a good job hiding that from me. That was cool. But I don't know.
Okay, so are you fine with the team though and everything in the world? Like you want to see a new story in this universe?
Yeah.
You don't want them
like
to
it'd
start
be cool if they were fighting Mole Man, or if they were fighting the Red Ghost, or if they were fighting, outside of a joking reference to them. It'd be cool if it was a different story. Galactus could have come way later in the MCU.
I agree they might have jumped the gun, but I was just glad they did it right. Speaking of Mole Man, as someone who did miss the beginning, I assume he was in the beginning.
Yes, very briefly.
The preview that they put online, I don't think he's in that. So me and Monica are there, and he just shows up randomly at one point. We're like, oh, I guess Mole Man's in the movie. Like we were totally taken off guard, but that's because of us showing up late.
Yeah. But like that guy could have been the B plot villain of a different movie about Puppet Master or something. I don't know. I get it. They had to do Galactus right because that's most of the selling point of the movie is we did it right this time.
And I think he nailed it. I love Ralph Ineson. I'm glad they got him to be Galactus. I like that he actually wore a practical suit. I mean, obviously they CGI'd him, but like when they were doing the motion capture, he actually got in a Galactus suit. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mint has no idea what she's talking about. The scale was perfect.
The scale was great, dude. I loved when they went to his ship. The sound design. I love when his eyes kicked in. The sound was so great in this movie.
Did you see the comparison pictures of how much gets cut off when you see it on a standard screen versus IMAX? That made me. I didn't get to see it on IMAX. We weren't able to get tickets. It made me regret it. I might even go see it again because it did look like a lot bigger.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Real quick, because you know a little bit more than me. I like Fantastic Four, but it's been a minute since I went through the comics. Natasha Lyonne's character, is she from the comics? Was that like a character from the? Because she's not the other girl. She's not.
I don't even remember her name. Yeah, she's not Alicia Masters at all.
And
Or she is. I didn't hear them say her name in the movie. Did you guys hear them say a name?
Natasha Lyonne's not Alicia Masters.
Okay.
She
could have been.
No, Riley. They can't have Natasha Lyonne play Alicia Masters because the last time she played a blind person in a Marvel movie, we got Blade Trinity. So that would have been really bad. No one wants to remember Blade Trinity when you're trying to sell a new Marvel movie. That's the last movie you want to think about.
Well, I was happy to see her in it because I'm a big Natasha Lyonne fan, but I think they cut out all of her in Ben's B plot. So.
Yeah. Again, like what you call it, the red what's his name? Red Ghost or whatever. He was
John
cut out.
Malkovich was apparently in a whole sequence and they filmed it and everything.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll put that on the home release.
Pinkman already said they're not doing any director additional stuff because the VFX would be very expensive.
Oh, yeah, that would
take that with whatever.
By the way, apparently there's controversy over Ben Richards' rock beard. I like the rock beard. Are we all pro rock beard? I thought that was fun.
I liked it.
Yeah, beards are cool.
I thought it was cool. I just don't know why he was wearing a shirt. It's just weird to see the thing with a shirt.
Let him be human. He wants to.
He didn't know how to handle the nipples.
Yeah.
He couldn't have rock nipples.
You would make him feel so self-conscious. He walks into a room with a shirt and you're like, what are you doing? Stop pretending to be normal, you weirdo.
And he wore a cool hat when he walked around. He looked super like spiffy, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how you know he's flirting with the girl, you know, it's all spiffy like, just with his rock face. Great.
He when he was wearing that like overcoat, really reminded me of Ninja Turtles. Whenever you would see like Raph walking around.
By the way, I think Ninja Turtles got that from Fantastic Four initially because I think Ben Richards wore that in the old comics when he would like walk around.
Oh, so they were ripping off Daredevil and Fantastic Four?
Huh?
They were ripping off Daredevil and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Probably ripping off everything they could.
And what was it? What was this? Cerberus, the Aardvark? They were ripping off that too. Ninja Turtles is very derivative. It's great. I love it. I love those comics. But no, I had a really, really great time with it. It was refreshing. I'm excited to see where they go with it. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. And if you guys are wondering why I didn't do Eddington, it's because I can only do one Pedro Pascal movie a month. And because me, Mint, and Riley did really well with the other Fantastic Four episode, it had to be Fantastic Four. I feel but I love Ari Aster, and I feel really bad that I missed Eddington, even though Joey C told me it sucked.
Bro,
but Joey C loves Casper, a Spirit of Beginning.
Yo,
so
come on now.
So I will see it when it hits video. It'll be on the end of the year wrap up. But yeah, I guess
somebody I know in real life messaged me and said, "Bro, this is just like that Dick Maddox beef." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like pitching Eddington to me. So I'm like, whatever that means. I really
want to see it.
So it's like Burr and Hamilton. It's an archetype, classical storytelling, right? Do you guys think that Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm here is gonna have like on-camera sex or off-camera sex with Namor? Like when she cheats on Pedro Pascal.
God, I hope on screen.
Why aren't we doing more of that, guys? Come on.
They got to bring her over, and then they have to remind everyone who Namor is because everyone's already forgotten Black Panther 2.
Just do a new one. New Namor, new universe.
But yeah, Fantastic Four. I think it's a win. Obviously not the greatest thing ever. You can wait till video. But for me, I really, really enjoyed it. Someone likes Fantastic Four. This is great. Wish someone else was Reed Richards, which we had a real Silver Surfer. But yeah, let's bring our boy Manny back in. Hello, Manny.
Tony wants to see a naked thing.
Manny, you are a superhero expert because you have at least seen Superman 3 and Steel. Did we sell you on Fantastic Four First Steps?
Yeah, because I haven't seen the other one. So if Riley's
liked it.
Yeah.
Good.
No, it's great for like kids and new people. Like it would be a great entry level movie. I'm 27, so I've spent my entire life waiting for whatever happens after this movie ends. God fucking damn it. Give me the next sequence.
Well, next it's Dr. Doom. You haven't seen him before.
I'm excited for Robert Downey Jr.
I forgot to get it, but Mitt Riley, the original Roger Corman cast apparently were cameos in this. I missed it though. They were like
I didn't
pedestrians
recognize
or
them
something.
either.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Anyway, that is it for the review segment, guys. I have a video here. Now, as we all know, tomorrow begins Boys Month.
Yeah.
So Crystal, Mint, get the fuck out. You're not allowed in Boys Month. Well, not right now. You can bring her back. Bring her back. I didn't have time to do a full-on music video because Boys Month isn't mostly shot yet. Oops, I was very busy. I probably shouldn't have went to the Mahoning Drive-In weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend. But some hero, Matt Dolamaj, I probably butchered that name. I apologies if I butchered that name. But Matt made a song for me, and I put a little thing together to introduce Boys Month 3. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
You guys ready for this? Crystal, you're going to want to look up for this one.
Hate it already.
It's the month of only men.
Hey.
No crystal queen.
Oh man, that was great. What did you say, Crystal? Watch it again. 100%.
It's the month of only men. No crystal queen.
When I tell you, I laughed harder than I did Joey C's song.
That says something.
I laughed so hard because I'm like, oh, it's like Goldfinger, and I'm sure we'll get a copyright thing. But when I heard No Crystal Quinn, I bursted out. By the way, me and Crystal shot the other day, and it took everything in my power to not play it for you because I wanted your live reaction.
You knew about it? You fuckface!
That was beautiful.
So fucked up.
It's very catchy. I have nothing
So
against
fucked up.
Crystal, but it's very catchy.
It is
Very
catchy.
upsetting.
Well, it is probably one of the most famous James Bond songs, so it should be catchy. Yeah, let's talk to you guys want to hang around for voicemail voicemails and all the other stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Got to.
Let's
It's
talk
voicemailing time.
Do you have a song for that?
Let's talk to our patrons. Lucia, do you have an outfit? I see you without an outfit. Oh, he says 1 minute. Okay. Let's have Renan on. Hello, Renan. We really got you. Hello, Cat. We got to get you a new shirt.
Hey, G'day.
Hey guys, it's me and Dobby here. Can't tell if I'm in frame or not. It's hard to tell.
You
but
are.
Okay. I saw Fantastic Four, and I came prepared this time. I wrote notes.
Oh, okay.
Here are my some quick thoughts on it. I thought Pedro Pascal was really annoying. He was kind of doing that magical movie autism, kind of like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, where
I see that. Yeah.
he was just really annoying. I didn't like him. You know what I mean? I like the fact that Galactus, he lives inside of Unicron from Transformers the movie when he's eating the planet, but then he becomes a Godzilla-sized kaiju. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
The Lady Silver Surfer's hair looked really stupid. I think she looked way better if she was bald. A real chrome dome.
Why didn't they just make her bald? I don't understand. That would have been way cooler.
I like the Stretch Armstrong scene, which brings up the question: how far can he stretch? You know?
Yeah.
I really like the relationship between Ben and Johnny Storm. I really like their bro relationship. Pedro Pascal has a magic baby, kind of like the Baby Yoda show. Yet another Pedro Pascal with a magic baby thing. But so is this baby Space Jesus? What's the deal with that? I didn't get that.
Yeah, Franklin Richards in the comics is like super, like almost all powerful. He could do a lot.
Yeah. And I really like the production design, that retro future 60s look, and the fact that it was a lived-in superhero universe. It kind of reminded me of the Venture Brothers or Mystery Men, which I really enjoyed it. I like the fact that it looked like a self-contained world like that. And I like the fact that...
Sorry, continue.
Was it?
No, I said I want to watch Mystery Men again. I used to really like that.
Tony, don't interrupt.
Sorry.
Let him talk.
So rude.
Yeah. And I just really like the fact that it was just the Fantastic Four, not 1,000 other Marvel superheroes running around, and it felt self-contained. It didn't feel too bloated. So those were my notes.
So at the end, when it said the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday, you probably went, "Oh, come on."
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for taking notes.
I got
Did you have-
plugs.
Oh yeah, plug something. Plug.
You mentioned that last time.
Yeah.
I'm an author. The Origin of Power Penguin.
I have that book.
Whoa.
Mint has that book.
Part 2, The Battle for Kotherox, the Power Penguin saga.
I read it on stream.
She did.
Thank you, Mint. I really appreciate that. The first one, yeah. And then comics, The Humanthor Condition, Volume 1, Licensed to Kilt.
Whoa.
And Volume 2,
Love it.
The Mechanic Who Loved Me. Volume 3 would be coming eventually. I just got to go off my lazy butt and work on it. But yes, plug.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Send me a
Awesome.
link. I want to see your stuff.
Oh yeah,
man.
wait, where can we get those?
Yeah.
Amazon.com. Look up the Humanthro Condition or
Okay.
Power Penguin.
All right,
Yes.
awesome.
Amazon.
You're like, I have books, and I'm like, where do you get the books?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
well,
need some
awesome.
spelling on that, but I'll ask somebody.
Oh,
All right,
also,
cool. Right on. Oh,
new fan art mint salad.
yes, I love Mint trying to motivate Renan to make more fan art.
Love it.
Join the Hack the Movies Patreon. Join the Discord where Mint will yell at you to make fan art.
Tony needs more fan art.
You're only saying that because I won't let you do it anymore because you're slow at art and it distracts you from other stuff.
Oh,
I just
All right,
need
Renan,
more
thanks.
art.
All right, let's go to next to Lucha Steve.
Everybody.
Hello, Lucha Steve.
Oh, it's too early. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
What movies did you see?
All of them.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, real quick. Spitfire them. What'd you think of I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Okay, Now I Know What You Did Last Summer is my second least favorite movie of the year. Movie really irritated me. My review of it was calling it a Timo-ass Kevin Williamson script. I think when I found out that Ray was the killer, I almost walked out. It was just stupid. So yeah, really bad movie. We'll get to my first one in a little bit.
Okay, Heads of State.
Heads of State. I am parodying everything that you guys said. It was a very like when people call like things slop, it's stuff like this. It was fine, I guess. I didn't really enjoy it. Idris Elba and Cena, they were so great together in the Suicide Squad. I was hoping for that, but they weren't up for that. I'm a huge Jack Quaid fan, and as I kind of joked earlier, as Heads of Devils Audio said earlier,
Yeah, different person.
I would like 2 more Jack Quaid movies this year. I haven't seen his 4th one yet, called Neighborhood Watch, but I want 6 Jack Quaid movies this year.
There's another Jack Quaid movie, guys. We
Yeah.
gotta do it. We gotta do it. We're adding it to the list. We gotta.
It's like a
It's on our
drama.
list already.
I really
It's
need
got
to make
Jeffrey
a
Dean
Jack
Morgan.
Quaid playlist now.
It's a drama too, so every movie he's been in is something different, which I think is cool.
He actually filmed Heads of State first, and then he did
yeah.
Novocaine after that because he got an itch for
okay.
action. Yeah.
He could just do anything. Ziam.
So I haven't finished it yet. I actually watched most of it during this stream. So I'm 34 minutes into it. It's okay so far. I'm a huge fan. There was a point in my life when I was a huge fan of Thai movies, and by that I mean I saw 4 of them in like 3 years. When I was in middle school. So like I like the Tony Jaa ones. And so I was hoping that like, okay, cool. I haven't seen a Thai action movie in a long time. Let me check this one out. And so far the action scenes, they remind me less of like The Protector and Ong Bak and more like an 80s American martial art movie where like the action's like very slow and like something like a Van Damme movie. He'll do 1 kick, cut. Okay. And then he's going to prepare to do another punch or another.
Right.
Like
Thank you.
I like
very
that,
slow.
though. It's not bad.
I mean, like, these last couple of years, I've been watching like a lot of Hong Kong action movies, so it's like my brain is like on that now.
Yeah. No, you got to separate those two.
Yeah. It's like
Watch Korean movies. It'll slow your expectations.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like it so far. I'll finish it later.
Jaws
tonight.
at 50.
So what's funny is like I haven't really seen a whole lot of Jaws documentaries, but pretty much everything in that documentary I already knew.
Okay.
So I feel like this is good for people who have never seen a Jaws documentary before and they want like all the information. It's cool. They got my favorite part of it because it's something I've never seen before is they got all the kids that were in the movie to come back, like Alex Turner and stuff. So that was really cool to kind of hear them like discuss that. But Other than that, though, it's like I know all this stuff.
I forgot. I like that they said like Spielberg would just go to the arcade, like in between stuff, and just to get his stress out, just play video games.
I guess I didn't know that Spielberg had such a I figured it was stressful, but I didn't know that he was literally like, oh my god, this movie might ruin me, and it's like, well,
there was a lot on the line there.
Basically, made your career, man. So glad it worked out for you.
The actor who came to him and told him, like, they're saying that after this, you'll probably never be able to make a movie again. Just thought you should know that.
Sorry.
One funny thing is a couple years after this, he made 1941, which I don't like. And it's kind of a disaster, but he really likes that movie. So I think it's funny that, like, one of my least Spielberg movies he loves, and then one of my least favorite ones he thought, oh my god.
Me and Joey were talking about that. We should do that at some point. Obviously, we're not going to do it as a pre-recorded review, because if we talk about Belushi movies, it'll just tank for no reason. So much Belushi movies, guys. Come on. Happy Gilmore 2.
It's my least favorite movie of the year. It's going to be hard to beat this. The only time I laughed is when I saw, like, when I recognized the cameo. It was like, oh, Nick Swartzen. Oh,
so then you were laughing.
You were laughing.
What are you talking about?
I guess, but I wouldn't count that as me finding the movie funny. It's just more like, oh, another Adam Sandler friend. Oh, Steve Buscemi's pissing in a mailbox.
Wait. But when he looked at his real life daughter in the movie, that in the movie was not his daughter, and he was like, "You look like you could be my daughter."
That's confusing.
You must have been barrel laughing.
I know you want me to be quick, but I want to talk about that really quick. So when that happened at the end, and there's like this pause, I was like, "Is this supposed to be romantic? What the hell's going on?" So then, like 20 minutes later, I'm looking up like just like trivia about the movie, and it's like, "Oh, the person at the AA meetings is one of his other daughters." Like, was that the joke? You're supposed to know that's his daughter?
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they paused because they knew the audience would be laughing so hard that we can't have dialogue now or it'll be drowned out by the laughter.
Yeah.
I made this joke earlier today too. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Benny Safdie's acting career. Because he's a really good director and writer, and he's been in like acting, like he's really good in Good Times, he's good in The Curse. I don't know why the fuck he's in this, other than the fact that Adam Sandler was like, "Oh, I did you a favor for Uncut Gems, one of like your best movies ever. How would you like to be in one of my worst movies ever?" And he's like, "Okay, Adam."
You're saying if Adam Sandler called you right now and said, "Hey, Happy Gilmore 3 was thinking you could show up, you could be in it for a little bit," you're going to tell him no? I have too much integrity.
I'd probably do that. I'd be like, "Yeah, if you give me anything."
Real quick. Mint, have you reviewed Happy Gilmore 2?
I haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2. I just finished watching Happy Gilmore today.
Which it leaves Netflix today, by the way. So if you didn't watch it already,
that's so horrible timing. Oh my god,
they do that a lot.
Worst timing ever.
It's to create FOMO, Tony.
It is. I was gonna say, but you want to strike while the iron's hot. You don't want to corn boys this. You got to get.
We're doing Happy Gilmore tomorrow on a golf course that we have to break into. It'll be really fun.
Don't corn boys it. Anyway, Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Okay. Fantastic Four. I'm gonna get controversial.
Okay.
So I am a fan of Pedro Pascal, actually. Pretty decent fan. I was someone who, when I watched him on Game of Thrones, I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for this guy to be in movies. And it took a bit, and it felt like he took so long to kind of like break into being a movie star that now he's just getting everything. Instead of it's being spread out over like the last 10 years, it's like, all right, these last 4, go ahead. So yeah, I'm quite a big fan of his. So I liked him in this movie. I thought everyone was great. Ever since I was a kid, I've been like a huge. I haven't even said if I liked it, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've been a big Human Torch fan since I was a kid. So the fact that like he's not just the type of character that Chris Evans played. He is like the jokey, like younger brother character, but he's also like pretty intelligent.
He has his own little storyline where he actually does something. I like that.
Yeah, and so it was really cool, which sucks because the Ben Grimm doesn't really feel like he does anything other than punch things.
He goes on a date with a lady.
Yeah, and he gets black and white cookies.
Yeah,
Seinfeld reference. So like being the Human Torch fan's always one of my favorite members. So the fact that he like got a lot of things to do, and so here's like me being more controversial, here's my defense for why they had the female Silver Surfer.
Okay.
I think they kind of wanted the audience to be able to trust her more by doing somewhat of a kind of a romance between, like, I wouldn't even say it's a romance, but like I think they did that just so like you had like the guy and the girl, and so they could kind of like almost like be kind of flirty with each other.
No,
So
you could have did that with the man. Riley messaged me about that, and I told him, no. He could have just really appreciated the Silver Surfer's abs and wanted to be gym bros with him.
The relationship Norrin Rad had with Alicia Masters and Sue Storm in the 2007, Silver Surfer movie is just the same one that they recreated with the guy this time.
Yeah,
you should be lucky they didn't make it gay, Tony. They
No,
made
it didn't have to be gay. Johnny Storm could have just been like, "I want to be your
He
bro."
could have been making out with him. They could have been kissing on the board,
which does make sense from what I've seen in the comics. Johnny, oh my God, Johnny Storm. Why?
Yeah,
so you call him Johnny Cage. Johnny Corge. I did it again. Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm.
Johnny Fireman.
Jeez.
Johnny Storm really seems like. Sorry, there's someone walking in my room right now. Johnny Storm really seems like he'll get with anyone.
Yeah,
as long as they're a woman. So it made sense to me that he would be with the female Silver Surfer. But yeah, if it was a male one, I don't think the audience would have bought it if they had another male. And like, you can't do it with Sue because Sue's whole story is like about how her and Reed love each other. So yeah, so that's my defense.
I did text Tony that.
Yeah.
So
I would have rewritten the movie.
I really like the movie. I kind of I fell off Marvel like everyone else, but like Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four like really got me interested in Avengers Doomsday. So and Spider-Man's coming out soon, so maybe by Avengers Doomsday I will actually care about the MCU again.
They're really trying. What do you got to plug, buddy?
I'll be quick because I took up a lot of time. But, yeah, I'm currently doing a podcast, Ballot Cinema Podcast. It is very behind just because I moved, my co-host moved, so we keep having issues recording.
I hate when co-hosts move. It's the worst. I hate it.
They're
very. They just don't get. They're not considerate of the host. I feel you. But keep going.
You know what? It's fun because maybe I want this person you're talking about on my podcast one day. I think it's fine if people move.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think it's not bad.
Yeah, if people have real life issues that prevent them from recording, you know what? It's fine. Nobody's perfect.
Tony
that took a swerve there. We were like, it's good if people move. It's fine. If they have major life issues and like things
not for any other reason.
They're not perfect.
But I either tomorrow or Saturday I'm gonna upload my episode in Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
Awesome.
So,
awesome. Manny, that's the bad one. That's the bad one.
Okay.
Oh, Manny, the Jaws documentary has a archived interview with Richard Pryor talking about the movie.
Was he in it?
No, he just really liked the movie, so they include footage of him talking about it.
He's black, Manny. Don't you want to watch it?
I do now.
All right, was that it? Or did you have?
But I was going to say that just something a bit more exciting. The next episode we record, whenever that's going to be, it's going to be about James Gunn's early movies.
Ooh.
Tromeo and Juliet and the Specials.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Romeo and Juliet's fun. All right. Awesome, man. We got another patron here. Always good to see you, Lucha Steve.
Always good to be on the show and talk to you guys.
Awesome.
Bye.
See you.
I understand why Lucha Steve wears the mask with such controversial takes as I like Pedro Pascal.
He should be. He should hide that.
Shame.
Hello, Jay Monster.
Hey.
What's up?
How's it going, guys?
But what the?
Oh,
did
he went
die?
through the tunnel.
Oh no!
Not the tunnel.
Well,
You still see me?
No, but we can hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry
now
about that.
We see you. Yes. What did you see on the list? Okay,
This is
he's having
riveting
technical
stuff. Riveting
difficulties. We will
I'm
try
not gonna
back in
lie.
a little.
Earlier, StreamYard for some reason just like cut out audio or whatever. I literally had to sign out and sign back in. It was nothing with my own stuff.
That was weird.
Could be StreamYard. Could be
Have
him.
I been like glitch? I look like I'm freezing a little bit. Has that been happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
And no one said anything.
It was better to not be a distraction, Tony.
Anyway,
He's ruined his night.
Sorry. See, I was trying not to ruin your night until you looked at it back and you're like, oh, fuck. Too
I
late.
thought it was
has my voice been
internet.
good? Has my voice? I'm not like choppy though, right?
No,
I mean, your voice is back, but it's
Oh, thank
bad.
God! Thank God! If my voice was choppy the whole time, you guys were just letting that slide, I would have killed all of you.
I would never let that slide.
No, it just sounds like shit, like normal.
Fuck you. Okay, you want to listen to some voicemails, guys?
Yep.
All right, let me know if you can hear this.
Hey, I saw that there was a slash or a tweet or whatever that Vito Giswaldi is no longer allowed on the show. That upsets me. He's a good man. He's been struggling through a lot of stuff, and he's a prolific comic book writer. He has at least oh crap. He's got how many?
What the? All right, we have some Vito fans.
The man is prolific. What can I
He
say?
is.
All right. I'm just watching Bring Her Back. Why have you not reviewed Let Me In? It's great. Bring Her Back is also great. Love you. Goodbye.
I didn't see Bring Her Back. I Let Me In, I know, is the remake of Let the Right One In. And I know they've had since remade it as a miniseries. I want to read the book and then I want to do like a what's the best of, because I love the original Let the Right One In. I never saw the Matt Reeves remake or the new one.
Tony, you really like to brag that you know how to read. The bragging,
Shut up.
It
Well,
feels
I mean,
like
he
it's a little
had-
push.
He has ambition to one day read that book.
One day. And by that, I mean, I have the audiobook on Audible.
Exactly. I was just going to say, you listen to books, okay?
Okay, let's do this next.
In Minnesota. Really enjoyed that Judge Dredd episode with Dick and Vito. Hope you have Vito on again soon. Thanks. Bye.
I'm guessing a bunch of Biggest Problem fans enjoyed my tweet about how it was his last episode.
Hello, famous Tony and friends. I've noticed there's been a lot of dicks in movies recently, and I want to get you and your friends' opinions on dick sizes in movies. What size do you prefer to see? Small dicks, hung flaccid dicks, or erect dicks? I prefer to see small dicks because it makes me feel better about my dick size. But what about you?
Definitely small dicks. It's the least gay.
See, I like a variety. I like all varieties of different flavors, sizes, flaccid, erect, mix it up a little bit, make it a little spicy. Let's go, all different ones.
I want them
never have enough dicks.
I want them to all look like the Alpha in 28 years later.
Yep.
Which by
I
that
think
I mean
want to start making up my own questions and just answer those ones. What do you think of the trend of legacy sequels? And what will happen after Deadpool Wolverine?
Gil,
you think
just
Hugh Jackman will be
you
back
just
again?
Pretend that you didn't hear it. You'd be like, "What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question."
Well, they have to be
movies have
attached
a
to
lot
a
of
But
woman.
Gil never answered the question, though. Gil, we need to know
Gil.
the answer.
Yeah, let me hear it.
What kind of dicks you want to see?
I think I'm going to start making up my own questions and just answer those.
All right, next voicemail.
Boo.
Mint, you didn't answer. Real
Bring
quick.
back Vito.
I want to see the bulge in the pants. Any size bulge.
Okay.
As long as there's
That's
a bulge.
Okay.
That's
Don't
what she
ask
wants.
The resident
bulge.
queer here. Good
Oh
lord.
yeah, Joey.
Well, okay, we'll ask the gay one. Manny, what did you say?
I just
sorry,
assumed Joey wanted big dicks.
Listen, if they're attached to a woman, real or rubber, I want it. It's our
Okay.
Okay, let's do the next.
Wait,
She's
why
very
Bring back
masculine.
Vito.
why's Josie?
Bring back Vito.
Joey's.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
Do that again. Sorry.
Bring back Vito. Bring back Vito. Where's my burrito?
That's a great
Where's
reference.
my burrito?
I really want Vito back.
You guys know that reference from Simpsons?
Yes.
Okay. It's a good one.
Sorry, I was bringing them back. You
What's
guys
the
calm down
Simpsons?
Bring back Crystal. Bring back Josie.
Riley, you said you're 27. It's okay if you don't know what the Simpsons are.
Hello, this is famous voice actor Billy Zane, and I've heard you've been talking about me.
Billy Zane, guys.
This is also The Simpsons.
No, Billy Zane is like very famous. Shut up, Riley.
In my
Bad guy
1996
Karate Kid.
film classic, The Family.
No, he's not the bad guy in Karate Kid.
Yeah,
He's
he
the bad
was.
guy in Titanic.
Well, I'd love to come on your show to talk about it. We can be insane in the membrane, as the kids used to say. Why, thank you for recognizing me as the true hero in Titanic instead of that Leonardo DiCaprio guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why, we can get ready to slam evil. Just call me back at 555-9263. That's 555-ZAY, and I'll see you later.
I can't believe it. My dream of reviewing The Phantom with Billy Zane is coming true. That's amazing, guys.
Man, is this Tony from Half the Movies? Man, this is Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Wow, and it's Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, a show I never watched.
Exactly.
Haven't you reviewed our movie? Aqua Teen Hunger Force covered movie film for theater. Man, you need to get on that shit. Like for real, bro. She's fucking bullshit.
Okay.
And where's Joanna?
Who cares?
Joanna?
I do.
Man.
Good.
Are they just slapping their lips?
You wish.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they're slapping.
This is for Joey.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
All right. Let's do it.
I like them taters.
Are you screening these voicemails, Tony?
No,
You just let anything on here?
I actually did it. I just threw the last because I keep forgetting to do voicemails, and I just threw the last bunch.
Antonio, it's Uncle Luca.
Oh, my uncle! Wow, it's been years since we heard
Yes.
of Uncle Luca. That's an OG.
Once
voice
again, boy, you are
Wow.
a disappointment.
What the?
I spend some time behind bars for a little insurance fraud, and you don't
a little bit
come and visit. You just keep doing your show, that program of yours, and no time for old Uncle Luca. And what's more, when I actually watch your program, I see not enough Italian Americans. Why?
right here.
Only recently I saw.
And you know it sucks. You know, originally I could say, "Hey, we got Joey C and Johanna," but Johanna's not Italian. She's actually black, because we learned from her DNA test.
Sylvester Stallone. But what else have you offered for old Uncle Luca? Oh boy, you know, you've got that boys month coming up, and I think it's time that you actually learn what it means to be a boy or a man or whatever you're calling it these days. But anyway, I think you need to spend more time with manly men like that great Joey C. You know, I knew guys like Joey C. I was in guys like that with the joint. Or I'm sorry, I was in the joint with guys like that. But anyway, give us some great Italian Americans and Italian American movies like Corky Romano, Chris Kattan, and spend more time with that Joey C. He'll teach you a thing or two, I know it. And in the meantime, feel free to come over for a nice spaghetti on the anniversary of your Nona's passing. And again, you're always a disappointment, and I love you. Goodbye.
Man, things haven't changed with Uncle
No.
Luca. Riley,
you
if,
were
you went
having-
to if you went to prison, you could have hung out with my Uncle Luca.
Yeah, well, you were
Hey,
having prison
dude.
Mike on, but not prison Uncle Luca.
I know,
What's
it's
up
not
with that, dog?
Okay.
Hello, Tony. This is the ghost of Queen Elizabeth II.
I can't, guys, Manny.
Why?
There you go, Manny. Yes. You haven't been there in years, and you still know what to do. This must be a big moment for you. Did you ever get to talk to the Queen when you lived there?
Yeah, she was actually the matriarch of my school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, here she is. Her ghost is calling in.
If you recall, sometime before my son poisoned me, I
Whoa! Breaking news here on Hack the Movie.
called your program to ask you to review the movie Bean. Well, since then, I cannot move on to the next life until the movie is reviewed. So I ask you, please, please, review the movie Bean so that I can move on to the hellfire that awaits me. It's so much better than watching Charles rule. Thank you, Tony. Goodbye.
Manny, we're gonna have to do the Mr. Bean movie.
I've wanted nothing more in my life. It's where I got all my jokes from.
Hello, Tony Baloney. It's me, your biggest admirer / stalker, and I just like to let you know that the socks you wear really clash with the rest of your natural color when you're wearing them. So just like to let you know that this is a little fashion tip. Just a little fashion tip. So I'll be seeing you.
Is the Heath Ledger Joker my stalker? What the
soon.
fuck?
And since I'm seeing you, goodbye from your mystery stalker.
I like how he mentions their socks, nothing else about your fashion.
Yeah.
I think he wants to see feet.
Okay, well we have two more patrons.
Tony, show your feet. Give them what they want.
Hello, Lauren.
Hello.
Hi. I saw you were having trouble with the internet there.
It was, yep.
We're gonna have to speed through this. But what movies did you see?
I only saw 2 of them. That was Fantastic Four and Jaws at 50.
What did you think of them?
Fantastic Four. They finally made a good one. But honestly, I don't know. I thought Pedro Pascal was okay. I still like the one from, I forget the guy's name, from 2005. I like him as a better Reed Richards. Like yeah. The guy on the boat from Titanic for like 5 seconds.
Oh, was he?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
No, not Leo. No, the guy that's like looking for all the frozen people in the water.
Oh,
that's
right.
Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
I forgot.
Yep.
That.
And then Jaws at 50. I'm a big Jaws fan. That's one of my favorite movies. So I mean, the documentary didn't really add a whole lot, from other documentaries. Thought it was good.
Wait. Did you know that the shark sometimes didn't work?
Yeah, did you know that?
Actually, that was the one bit of knowledge I didn't know. That was
wow.
I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I thought it was good. I liked the bit where Spielberg was reflecting on the boat sinking, and there's like the sound guy was like trying to save the equipment, so they're saying like save the actors, and he's all like, screw the actors, save the sound. And then he's like, one moment that guy was holding up the sound equipment, and then like a year later he was holding up an Oscar in his hand. So I thought that was a good bit from Spielberg. So anyway, I liked both of those movies. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you for being a patron. You're
definitely.
All right. And guys, this is just a night of celebrities. All the way from hell. Oh, wait. I was about to let Pedro come in and he dropped out. Never mind. I guess
scared him off.
AJ Canada Pictures for $4.99. Tony, who did Richard Kiel play in The Spy Who Loved Me? He played Jawas. They're trying to get me to say that word that I can't say. Anyone?
Do you say it normal?
You do. You add the L's to words too. I've called you out on it on the show. Okay.
Yeah, but we know I can't speak English in general, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, because you speak English more poorly than me. Oh, fuck you. Okay, AJ Canada Pictures
Jersey
for $4.99. Anyone seen Hot Spring Shark Attack?
Nope.
None of you have seen it?
No.
Gil, there's not a Hot Spring Shark Attack timeline video coming out?
I probably have to do a timeline of all the shark movies.
Oh, okay.
Sharknado, Jaws.
Gil, you're gonna be. That's impossible. There's so many shark movies.
Isn't there like Shark in the Cornfield, that one too, or
something like that? And here we have The Flail for $5. Really, I love The Flail, but you're on thin ice, buddy. For $5, I saw Jaws Giant Maul. I was in awe. It was so raw. It should be against the law. No real flaws. Crows go call.
It sounds just like how you'd fucking say it normally.
Perfect Tony impression.
That's fantastic.
The Flail.
That's so
That's
funny.
fantastic.
The Flail, you haven't sent me like a really cool custom-made plushie in a long time. You're on thin ice.
Wow.
You do leave
The Flail gives you $5.
He also donates a lot of super chats, so I guess I'll
So
take
shut
that
the fuck. Yeah.
Manny and Gil haven't gotten a plushie yet. Joey, did you get one the last year?
Yeah, I got it hanging on my wall in the other room.
Oh, Flail. Mint Salad finally got her plushie. Every time she's been here, I've
Yes.
forgotten to give it to her, but she finally got it.
It's all the way back there.
There you go.
Mine's on my bed somewhere.
Long weeder for $4.99. Damn, I missed Joey C saying mommy milkers.
Nope, you didn't. Mommy milkers, baby.
It wasn't Joey C. Someone would leave the comment and Joey C would get real excited to read the comment.
Dude, who wouldn't be excited? Are you serious?
Jack Mackerel for 24. There it is. For Jack Mackerel 24 for $5. Hello, Tony. You know where I can find the inimitable Adam from Adam Does Movies? I was told he would be here on this wrap up. No. You can find him, Adam Does Movies. He will be on the channel soon, but he wasn't supposed to be on this wrap up. I don't think I told him.
I've been telling people he's going to be on. It's my bad.
Oh, but you know what? That's good. It's good letting people know he's going to be.
That's right.
Obviously, don't invite him. Pico Jet Black for $2, and I'm sure it's something positive. Hot take: Tony supports Puerto Rico statehood. Yeah, I guess I do. Sure, why not? We have a big Puerto Rican audience. Do they want to be a state? Then I support it.
You have no idea what you just stepped into.
Okay,
we're gonna find out.
All right. Gil, I like
Riley's a big anti-Puerto Rican guy. Whole country,
Do
the
not
people,
say
everything
that
about it.
Wow.
Said floating trash.
He watches too much Tony Inch Club. Okay. Langweedier for $4.99. Did you see Bambi the Reckoning? It's better than Jurassic World. I'm sure it'll be on our end of the year wrap up because we keep doing those stupid Poonaverse movies.
Wait, that came out?
Yeah.
That's the whole Poona.
I missed it?
Well, they always go to like select theaters for like a limited time. It'll hit Peacock or something by the end of the year. Don't worry. That's what they always do with like the Winnie the Pooh and shit.
Can't believe I missed it.
Same guy for $4.99. How does Galactus move through space? Does he through space? Does he swim or something? No, he's got a spaceship. He rides on top of a spaceship. Yeah. Aussie Dragoon for $5. Natasha Lyonne's character is an OC named after Jack Kirby's wife, since the thing is based on Kirby himself. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
That is cool. AJ Canada Pictures for $99. Wow, Tony, way to massacre Goldfinger. I didn't massacre Goldfinger. One, it's not massacred. It's improved, I think. Like when I fixed Night of the Living Dead. Lucia Steve came back to say, oh yeah, I forgot. Thought editing was great. I really want to see editing too.
Wow. That's a hot take.
Whew, that was a bunch of super chats. Thanks, everyone. Let's just do plugs here. Get them out of the way. Gil, what do you got coming up?
I have a Conjuring Universe timeline coming up. That's the next video. After that, I'm working on a What 28 Years Later is really about. And then for me, it's Halloween already. I'm working on a bunch of Halloween content for the season in September, October. Every year, I always have really ambitious plans, and then it's like September 28th, and I'm like, I'm going to do a bunch of Halloween stuff this year, and it's always too late in the game, so I'm working on it now.
Dude, good. Mint, besides Happy Gilmore 2 that we know you're going to review, what else you got coming up?
I got Kindergarten Cop. I got just my usual things: the Twilight Zone, the Star Trek. Star Trek, the motion picture, Star Wars, the Defenders series. I'm reviewing that. I've done 1,064 daily reviews in a row. So if you're not checking them out, you better, because I do them all the time.
Good. And Klippa, do you have a show coming back at some point?
Yes. Thank you, Tony, for promoting my show, for going on the All Apologies podcast, Eric July month, promoting my show and my cause. I will return to cataloging all of the events in Eric July's life on August 8th. forcannonsake.show. Yeah, go there. That's the YouTube playlist.
And I think I'm free that night, so if you need someone to hop on, I will guest if you want.
Let's do it, fam.
Awesome.
It's like a pre-show for The Biggest Problem. So the new segment is going to be veto content that I do leading into his show. Now that he does his show remote from home, he'll watch my segment, get sad, then click into starting his show and have a bad time every week.
So we've all learned the lesson to just not be Riley's enemy, right? We've all learned that lesson, I think. Okay. Crystal, are you planning on sending Riley to jail? What do you got coming up?
No, I would never send Riley to jail. Maybe Mitt, but only in the best ways possible.
You guys could do Orange is the New Black stuff together.
Let's do it. I mean, we got to review it, don't we? Mr. Joey sees the only gay one on the show. Calm the fuck down, okay?
Oh, there's Grimace, too.
We're going to take your title of gay.
Yeah, I feel like, you know.
I'll put on a skirt again. I can't. Don't make me do it.
Crystal.
Well, we just had an episode. Down. We just did the episode Dark Knight yesterday. Watch me sit there looking miserable, as some people say, because I have the worst headache ever from Tony fucking blasting that goddamn fog in my face on the episode before.
It was a gas leak.
Yeah. Okay. I have a horrible headache from the fog, gas leak bullshit that Tony kept spraying in my face the entire episode the time before. So watch me in an episode where I have a major headache and wanting to die the entire time. I'm not miserable. I'm just dying.
It's a good episode.
Tony, send me a link to how to buy that fog machine to use on Mint.
Okay, I will.
And then we have one coming out in September. We just filmed one last week, an episode of a good one.
Don't say what it is.
I hope. I said a good one. Calm the fuck down.
I will say it's a sequel to something we reviewed in the past. So
You don't even need to say that. Jeez, I wasn't even going that far. But it's fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
Yes, it's pretty much it.
Awesome. Joey C, you're always doing really important videos telling us about, like, you know, the important restaurant safety and whatever. What do you got coming up?
Well, I just came out with a video called "Examining the Pool Tables of Grand Theft Auto 4." So if you want to know,
finally, someone did it.
Yes.
I was telling Manny the other day, I'm like, when is some fucker gonna review the pool tables in Grand Theft Auto 4?
If you just want to know the realism of the pool tables, I did that. And then tomorrow I have a video coming out examining why the Haunted Mansion 2003 movie was so hated, because those are just wrong. The movie's a classic. So keep your eye out for that.
We really got. I need you to pick up a dictionary and look up the word classic. Manny,
I can read.
Who just invited himself to be on the stream and didn't watch any of the movies. What do you got coming up?
I've got a new podcast out, Most Important Show. It's not good yet, but it's great background noise.
I've listened to it. I've enjoyed it. I don't know why there's video game footage over it, but if you don't have a video element, I assume you have to put something. But it's very good. I highly recommend everyone listen to that one. Is that it?
Tony, don't you have something else to plug?
You're right, Gil. I have extra super chats here. No, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Gil, can we talk about it? I tried to plug this last time, and then I thought Gil was giving me signals to not mention it. But apparently I can mention it. Me, Gil, and his brother are going to do a weekly live series covering the episodes for Alien Earth. Alien is finally getting a TV show, so we're going to cover it, and then it'll be co-streamed onto both our channels.
Yeah, and it'll be live right after the episodes air.
Right.
So they're going to be on FX and Hulu, dropping at 8 o'clock. So ending around 9, and then we'll go live shortly thereafter. Break it all down. The show premieres August 12th, but we're going to do our first stream next week, the week before the season starts, to talk theories, what we're excited about, what we're worried about, and just get everybody hyped for the new show.
It's going to be fun. So keep an eye out on that. It's the first time I'm actually really trying to do like a weekly. I was like, for Daredevil, I was doing like the shorts, but yeah, it's the first time I'm trying it like as a live thing. So I'm excited. You've done it in the past and you had good luck with it. So I'm excited to be a part of it.
You're going to do great.
Thank you. AJ Canada Pictures for 499. Where's Trisha been? Having kids. She just had her second kid a few months back. So We love telling her, but Manny, I like when you said to Frank, it's like, oh, now you're Trish is now Frank's sister. We keep saying that to her. And then final super chat, Alexander for $5. Are you guys looking forward to the new It prequel series? I keep hearing it's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
That
I'm
actually sounds
excited.
awesome.
Yeah, it
I mean,
looks awesome too.
I'll try. I didn't like the second movie, so as long as it's better than that, sure.
Tony, it's a prequel going back in time, and the kids will always lose and die every season.
That sounds
It's
fun.
amazing.
That sounds fun. That does sound fun. That does
Yeah.
sound fun. So yeah, I guess I need to watch the trailer. There's so many trailers I haven't watched. They just keep coming out. I didn't even realize a Tron trailer came out. I haven't heard a single person talk about it.
Are there other
Did
horror
you-
things that do that, by the way, that go back in time like that? Like it's starting in the 60s, then the 40s, then the 1901 or whatever, right?
I
Are
know
there other things like that?
I know Salem's Lot did a prequel series a few years ago, like about like the town in the 1800s. But no, that particular thing I'm not familiar with.
Just the story structure of the show is supposed to be they're going back each season, which seems like a weird way to tell a story.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Kid death.
I hope the turtle shows up. But yeah,
They hinted that in the third season if they get there.
that'll be cool. But yeah, that is it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. And yeah, you guys all rule. I'm gonna go sleep now.